The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETSN.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday Night Kickoff, the first game of the season here at BW Jackson Field in Mount Enterprise, Texas, population 305.
Yeah,
And
big metropolis down here.
I'm pretty sure all 305 people plus about 1,000 are added to this stadium. Welcome to NETSN. I'm Travis Johnson alongside Nick Jordan, and we are ready for Friday Night Kickoff, and especially against these two powerhouse teams. We have the Carlisle Indians traveling to the Mount Enterprise Wildcats. The Carlisle Indians finished region semifinalists while the Wildcats finished state semifinalists. And so this is going to be a great matchup tonight to start the season off. We're excited that you're here with us on NETSN.
Yes, it is. It's a balmy 98 degrees outside. So thank goodness we are in a press box with some air conditioning.
In a press box, and everybody on the field except for the visitor stands over there seems to be in the shade. So not a few more minutes until they're in the shade and get to breathe a sigh of relief as well.
So Mount Enterprise is coming off of a great season they had last year. Right now, though, they are predicted to finish fourth in the 11-2A Division II district. They lost a lot of talent. They're only returning 3 starters on offense and 2 starters on defense,
Right.
plus a new coaching staff.
And one of those key starters that they're losing on offense is Keegan Ash,
Yes.
the state record holder who went on to bigger and brighter things in college at Texas Tech.
Yeah, it's hard to lose replacing a running back who set state and national records, is what he did. And so he meant so much to the Wildcats and basically carried the team on everything that they had. So, but Carlisle comes in. The Carlisle Indians, they come in as a regional semifinalist, and they're predicted to win their district this year. So they brought back 7 offensive starters and 7 defensive starters, which that's what you want to see when you're trying to do this in football, is bring back what you have, and then hopefully your younger kids can pick it up. Of course, both of these rosters are, we're talking 2A football, so both these rosters are under 30 players. So, a lot of two-way going on here
Right.
that you just don't see it in the big, even 4A, 5A, and 6A schools.
Right. And this is our first look at the Mount Enterprise Wildcats so far this season. I called the scrimmage that Carlisle had last week, and they were impressive facing Corrigan Camden. They did a half of timed football, and in that half of timed football against Corrigan Camden, they scored 49 points.
Wow.
The first quarter was timed like normal. The second quarter was a running clock. And in those 2 quarters, which, if we're running a first half of football, they scored 49 points, only allowed 7. So that was pretty impressive by the Carlisle Indians. Number 1, Antonio Ibarra, the senior, playing quarterback. He just looked lights out last week. And along with him, we had number 4, Ivan Garza, running the ball. And number 9, Ryder McCamey, the fullback.
Yes. So you've got a lot of talent coming back from Carlisle. Ibarra last year passing 156 completions, 233 attempts for 1,726 yards, and 12 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. So pretty impressive there with a 97.0 quarterback rating.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Not in high school, and especially not in the 2A ranks.
Right. And you were saying about the Mount Enterprise Wildcats on the other side of the ball. Last year, I know this is a completely different coaching staff, completely different offense with only 3 starters returning. But last year, they were very run heavy.
They were very run heavy last year. Season totals for their passing game was 83 attempts, 50 completions for 1,260 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. So, yeah, they are predominantly running. And you talked about Ash last year, 301 carries for 4,562 yards, 15.2 yards a carry on average, and 67 touchdowns.
Man.
I mean, I can't a 15-game season, I can't imagine 67 touchdowns.
Oh,
Most schools don't score that a lot of times in the entire season.
That's a coach's dream to have a player that can just automatic 67 touchdowns for you. And I'm curious, I don't know if you have this right in front of you, how many touchdowns he had a total for, of all the touchdowns that Mount Enterprise had, how many were his attribution?
As far as rushing, they had 95 touchdowns and 67 were his. There was another young man, Alsop, who also was a senior, who ended up with 12 touchdowns. But, he had 42 carries for 514 yards. So he
carried the brunt of the load.
He carried the brunt of the load. But, when you talk about Ash doing it all, those are your two main running backs as far as that goes. But when he has a long of 95 yards and 13 100-yard games last year, 13 out of 15.
And the 15 were the ones that he was just resting.
Yeah, exactly. So they came in last year. They were actually 14-1 and came in at 6-0 in district. So they were very heavy and played very well and got to the state semifinals. And this way it goes. So we're looking forward to a really exciting game here tonight. Bringing this on a natural turf field. We were talking about that a while ago.
Beautiful looking.
Yes, it is. It's really groomed. It's got the nice hump in the middle, and the markers are all painted bright white. First game of the season. This is what everybody looks forward to right here. Is you don't care what you did last year. You care about what you did in the spring and then in 2-a-days. But this starts it for everybody. Everybody thinks, okay, I can take it all the way first night of the game.
Right. And Nick, talking about 2-a-days with the new wet bulb temperature gauge, how do you think that plays into effect going into a game day where you, like you said earlier, it's 98 degrees out there. And so these players may or may not be acclimated to playing in heat like this. How do you think that plays into effect tonight?
That will play into effect as we get in farther into the game. And I did some games last night in Athens where I saw a lot of cramping going on. This was freshman and JV. And I saw a lot of cramping going on because with all the new rules, the kids are not now used to the heat and things like that. Now, on this field, it will be a lot cooler than playing on a turf field.
Yep.
So that plays a big part of it, too. When you're playing on natural grass, that you will get the cooling effect of the grass and the sod underneath it compared to the concrete and the padding and the rubber tires and everything that you get on turfs.
Especially as the dew starts to fall tonight.
Yes.
And,
so,
yeah.
As the sun starts coming down, I look for the temperatures to drop probably pretty quickly. Almost the field is covered right now in shade except for the visiting section, and that's nearly done now. So we're about 3-4 minutes from kickoff. So this is going to be an exciting ball game tonight.
Yep. The Carlisle Indians just took the field. There's a lot of excitement. We're awaiting the Mount Enterprise Wildcats. And while we're waiting and talking about excitement, how do you think and what do you think the keys to victory for both teams tonight are? It's the first game of the season. Both teams have high expectations. Last year, going off of the excitement from what they did last year, Mount Enterprise. This year, having all the returning starters that they have on the Carlisle side. What do you think for each team the key to victory will be?
Well, Mount Enterprise has proven they can both run and throw the ball. And I think they're really going to rely heavily on the run, especially the first game of the season. You want to wear down that defense and take advantage of what you can get. Throw the ball when you can, but try to establish the run. Now with Carlisle, with Antonio Ibarra, as Antonio Ibarra goes, the Carlisle Indians go.
Yeah,
that's their key right there. So if he has a good night throwing and running, he's going to be very hard to stop.
Right. Yep, I would agree with that. And so we're about to, 3 minutes from kickoff, we're about to do the national anthem, and we will let you guys tune in for that as Mount Enterprise lines up along the sideline. We will turn it over to our press box announcer as we get ready for tonight's national anthem.
Gentlemen, remove your head covering for our national anthem.
Well, Nick, nothing left to it but to do it.
That's right. It is football time in Texas.
And this is almost a national holiday for Texas. 7 o'clock on a Friday night, August the 28th. Teams all across Texas kicking off. Tonight we have the pleasure of watching the Carlisle Indians come and travel to Mount Enterprise to take on I almost said White House Wildcats. Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
So you're here, you roll in the sidewalks. That's what everybody does. You roll in the sidewalks, you show up for Friday night football.
That's exactly right. Both teams electing to have the entire team come out for the coin toss tonight. We have number 2, number 17, number 50, and number 52 for Mount Enterprise.
Yeah, that is Nick Jones. That number 17.
Number 2, Jones. Number 17, Belgard. Number 50.
We'll just let the announcer do it.
Yeah, he sounds better than we do right now. So I'm trying to read my roster, and it's got a lot of different numbers from what I was able to print off, and so now here's the key right here. You win the toss. What do you do, Travis?
If I win the toss, I'm always a defer to the second half type person. You have so much more benefit as an offense to try and score at the end of the first half, get the ball right back, score again at the beginning of the second half. If by chance you're down, you have the opportunity to set the tone at the second half, come out, reset, and get the ball going. Last night we saw that at the White House Chapel Hill game. Chapel Hill came out of the second half. They were down 17-3. They came out, automatically had a 40-yard run. If it wasn't for self-inflicting wounds, they probably would have scored and maybe would have come back had they not had self-inflicting wounds on that drive. But they were able to get some momentum going, at least for a couple of plays. That's why I elect for deferment.
Well, Mount Enterprise won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Hey,
so we will see the Carlisle Indians on offense first. Antonio Ibarra is their big weapon that will be for them both running and throwing the ball. And as we get along in Friday night football, we will be passing along scores as we hear them, because everybody's always interested, especially the first night of the season. Last night was a lot of games were on Thursday night last night. So there were a lot of teams that played last night.
Correct. With the referee shortage that we're seeing this season, you're going to see that quite a bit this season, I believe.
But it looks like we have a full refereeing crew here, so that's good to see. And we both know how tough a job it is to referee.
Yes,
it's not easy, and the UIL has actually come down with sanctions against fans for the way they treat the referees. If the referees think they hear something or suspect something's going on from the stands, they can eject somebody immediately.
Right.
And if a school gets 3 ejections like that, then referees will not be sent to home games.
Right.
And it could be played in blank stadiums. So Mount Enterprise is teeing the ball up. That is number 17.
Harry Belgart.
Harry Belgart. There he is, yes.
And I can't see the number for Carlisle. Number 4, that's Ivan Garza. But it doesn't get to him.
Number 3 has got it, and that is Dakota Grigsby.
Dakota Grigsby with a mighty fine opening kickoff return. That'll set up Ibarra and the Carlisle Indians offense on the 24-yard line just about.
So that's what you want to see. You want to see that kickoff, the very first play, get some positive yardage on that kickoff. Looks like, they're going to spot the ball actually on the 24-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Carlisle.
Ibarra on the offense, take the field. Empty backfield to start off the game. Trips to the left side, empty receiver to the right. Look for a bomb on the first play over here on this near side. Had an open receiver, number 2. That's Braylon Cook.
Yeah,
Ibarra not able to connect.
Got a flag on the play down at about the 11-yard line, too. Ibarra had a little happy feet there. He was having trouble figuring out where he was wanting to throw the ball.
A little bit of nerve. And if I'm being honest, the receivers were kind of bunched up.
Yes.
Not sure if they had some beginning of the game nerves and didn't quite run their routes all the way, but
defensive holding called on the Wildcats on that receiver that he was trying to throw to.
And that'll bring up a first down right off the bat. Empty backfield again. Trips to the right. Motion to the right. Bubble screen to number 4. That's Garza. Garza takes it upfield for a gain of about... No, he knocks it in for a touchdown.
Garza goes all the way in.
Touchdown, Indians.
Touchdown for the Indians.
And right there, Garza, Ivan Garza, takes it in. The bubble screen, it looked like he was wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to fight through contact and knock it in for a touchdown. First 6 of the game.
Yeah, he did a little spin move in there that we see a lot of kids now doing the spin moves. So got that spin move and got into the end zone for 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And Garza's going to attempt the point after, too. Left-footed kicker here.
And he hit some good field goals last week in the scrimmage, and he hits another one right there to put up another point for the Carlisle Indians. And so right off the bat, 7-0 in favor of Carlisle. While the teams switch sides, we're going to take a little bit of a break right here on NETSN. We'll be right back.
Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 17th annual Tenaha ISD Holiday Hoops. For the first time in tournament history, all 68 games will be streamed live on one platform, NETSN, giving businesses a unique opportunity to reach basketball fans throughout East Texas and beyond. Title: Gold, Silver, and Bronze sponsorship opportunities are available for the tournament, taking place December 28th through the 30th, 2026. Put your business in front of fans during 3 full days of outstanding high school basketball, while supporting the athletes, schools, and communities that make Holiday Hoops special. Don't wait. Secure your sponsorship today. Email sales@netsn.live for package details and availability.
Welcome back to Friday Night Football action here on NETSN. I'm Travis Johnson, joined by Nick Jordan. Nick, how are the Wildcats going to bounce back from that negative sequence of events that they just had?
As far as an opening drive, that's the worst thing you can have. You get a 50-plus yard kickoff return, you get a holding call on your defense, and then a bubble screen that goes straight into the end zone for 6 points, and you're down now 7-0 with barely 40 seconds left run off the clock.
Garza kicks it deep, and it will land. Oh, Otwell needs to grab it. He grabs it on the 3, takes it up the field, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 11 or maybe the 12-yard line.
Cameron Cook was down there recovering really well and did not let him get to the sideline and knocked him down.
Again, not a great way to start a drive for the Wildcats. We'll see if they can get something going here on offense as number 1, Joel
Otwell, yes.
As he takes command of this Wildcat offense.
And he was a running back last year and cornerback. He was not the quarterback.
It looks like number 17, that's Harry Belgart. He's the quarterback. Otwell to run the ball right up the middle. Looks like maybe a yard and a cloud of dust. The Indians all over that dive play right there.
Yes.
And that'll bring up second down.
Brought down by number 50, Brian Garza, who is a mainstay player, but he will have to come out. His helmet came off, and I'm seeing that a lot more in the last few years of watching football. Lots of players, helmets are coming off.
Right.
And they have to leave the field, unfortunately.
Correct. And number 50, Garza, it looked like he was kind of had a little gimp in his step right there.
Just a little bit. He landed funny.
And that's number 2.
That is Nick Jones.
Nick Jones for the Wildcats. A little curl route to maybe settle the nerves of Harry Belgart.
Yeah.
A completed pass.
Good coverage out there by Javier Enriquez. But it does result in a Wildcat first down.
Absolutely. That's what you want if you're a Wildcat fan. You want to see that offense just start to rack up the yards.
Yeah, you want to do ball control here in the first quarter. Try to keep the ball and just move it as much as you can. Try to keep that Indians offense off the field.
With how explosive the Indians have been so far this game, absolutely. Ball control, you need to have that. Motion out of the backfield. Quarterback dive. Not able to get anything going. Actually, a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Jaden Nardoza stuffed that in the middle there. What he did, it was a perfect play. He took the center, just brushed him aside, and was just waiting for the quarterback to come on that quarterback draw.
1 yard loss on the play. He'll bring up a second down.
So far, the Wildcats not able to get anything going up the middle on the runs.
And at the size of the defensive line for the Indians, that's a pretty good size line right there as far as weight-wise and height-wise.
Right. And it looks like they're running a 4-3, if not a 5-2 defense.
Yeah, I would say the 5-2. Yes, it looks like a 5-2. Quarterback
Option,
draw again,
yep.
yes.
And not able to get anything going again. That'll bring up third down for the Wildcats.
Brandon Garza was right there to meet him. That defensive line is shoving the offensive line back into the quarterback's face.
And with this 5-2 defense loading up the box, you got to get outside of that box. You have to find a way to get positive yardage here on a third down.
So it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to stick with that run or if he's actually going to try to throw the ball. Nick Jones is out here on the short side of the field, and I would guess if they're probably going to do something, but they're shifting their defense now to cover Jones this way.
With a 7 to 8 yard cushion, Jones gets a little bit of separation. Man, what a tackle over there on the near sideline. That's number 54.
That's Brandon Garza again. Showed good speed for an offensive tackle getting out there.
Absolutely. Bellegarde just not able to go anywhere on this series. That'll bring up fourth down. And a decision here. With a ball in your territory, do you go for it or do you punt it?
You punt it here in this situation. You're on your own 29-yard line. You can't afford to be stopped short or even stop short or lose yardage on this to give the ball back to the Indians.
Case Piper looking to punt the ball away for the Wildcats. A little short punt formation. 12 yards deep there.
And you have a dangerous return man out here who returned the kickoff a while ago. That was Dakota Grigsby. Now, here's the early season deals. You're having trouble getting people on the field that are supposed to be. Even though you've been through the scrimmages and the practices, you still have this happen. So we have a timeout now called by the Wildcats.
And as they take a timeout on the field, we'll take another timeout here in the press box. Don't go anywhere. This is Friday Night Football on NETSN.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards with robust parental controls. With over thousands of reviews, Crew boasts a 99% customer satisfaction rating. Best of all, you earn an incredible 2.95% standard interest. Even better, use affiliate code NETSN to boost.
Welcome back to BW Jackson Field here in Mount Enterprise, Texas. The Wildcats looking to punt away the ball. And that is a short punt. And the Indians will let it roll.
Yeah, Cameron Cook was back there instead of Grigsby and just lets it die at about the 41-yard line where the Indians will take over.
So if you're the Wildcats on defense coming out for your second series, what do you think you need to do? What adjustments should they make to face this explosive Indian offense?
You know, I'm sure they probably will do this, but they're going to have to put a spy on Ibarra. That's what they're going to have to do. They have to have a linebacker or a safety, probably a safety, to watch him where he's going. But they can't make the mistakes they made a while ago of bad tackling and a holding call that really cost them down deep in their own zone.
Right. Self-inflicted wounds. On the positive side, if you're a Wildcat, those are all things that you can fix. Those are things that you can control as we have a run right up the middle. That'll be 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down.
That's Elvis Hernandez running the ball right there. Did a pretty good job of getting about 3 yards. You know, he's the fullback of the bunch. He's the heavier of the bunch of running backs. So he did a good job of getting 3 yards.
We got trips to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. Screen pass to the far side. take it up the field, and that will tackle him short. That'll be a gain of 5 yards.
That's Grigsby out there with that little short screen. And, he's going to bring a good 3rd and 3. Nice short 3rd down, easily makeable.
Let's see if Ibarra hands the ball off to Hernandez here. So far, Hernandez not able to call his name very much, but this could be the play for him. Absolutely. There he goes, right up the middle. And that'll be a 1st down plus some.
Elvis
bring
Hernandez.
it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Elvis Hernandez doing the job, getting right up the middle. That offensive line, just like the defensive line a while ago, is splitting that defensive line for the Wildcats and giving that wide open middle.
Absolutely. A running back's dream when you can fit a Cadillac through the hole.
Really? I'm an old man, and I could have run through that one probably. I wouldn't have gotten 8 yards, but, I might get 2.
As Chris Berman used to say, bumbling, stumbling,
Yes,
little
that's
broken
exactly
up play.
right.
Ibarra throws the ball up. Can he make No, he cannot. He was intended for number 2, Braylon Cook. Braylon Cook was open for a big gain, just couldn't connect with him.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 54, Emmett Enlow, had a lot of pressure on Ibarra there, and that's what the Wildcats have got to do. They can't let Ibarra just sit back in the pocket and look for his receivers. You got to put some pressure on him, and if you can't get pressure off of your front 4, sooner or later you're going to – because they're playing a 4-3 is what they're playing. So they're going to have to put some pressure on him with blitzes.
Absolutely. Ibarra keeps it. Little screen pass on that option play. Falls forward for a gain of 1, maybe 1.5.
Yeah, that was Dakota Grigsby on the catch, but it was not a well-run play is what it was. He had pressure again in his face and just decided to get rid of the ball because if he gets tackled, he loses 2 yards probably.
Right. And on that's just a spread version of the old triple option.
Yes.
Quarterback decides to keep it, and instead of pitching it, he throws a little screen pass just on the close side of the field. Oh, man. Oh, number 4, Ivan Garza almost comes up with a one-handed grab.
And he would have had the 1st down.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Indians. Decision time here.
No, in this decision time, you're going to go for it. You're on their 41-yard line. I don't see them punting with the offensive weapons they have.
Right, and especially with the reason that you're in this 4th down situation is your own personal mistakes. They have yet to stop you. If you can just play sound offense here, you can pick up the 1st down. And there it is right there, offsides.
Yep. So he's got a free play here.
And he will connect to number 5, Zachary Castleberry, and they will decline that offsides penalty with a big gain down to the 9-yard line.
And if you watched Ibarra there, he actually, the hard count is what brought them off. The left defensive end brought him off sides, and that was a great look by Ibarra to do that.
Absolutely. That'll bring up a 1st down in Wildcat territory inside the red zone.
On the 16-yard line. Excuse me, that is on the 11.
5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this first quarter.
Whoops, bad snap.
Ibarra loses it. He drops it. And the Wildcats come up with the ball. They come up with the fumble on the bad snap. Ibarra unable to fall on top of it. That'll be a turnover for the Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
Porter Carr, number 70, rushing in there to pick up that ball before Ibarra can get to it.
And that is exactly how you want your defense to respond. Bend, but do not break if you're a Wildcat fan.
I saw earlier that Carlisle was working on snaps earlier. And so what you get if you've got a new center who's not, and, they've had a few snaps, but if he gets a little quick, he's got a nose guard over him, then you really want to get that ball back, and he just slid it across the turf.
Absolutely. And being grass, it's going to do a little bit more funky things than it would on turf.
Looked like one of my golf shots.
Number 17, Harry Belgart in the backfield motion. Belgart to keep it up the left side. And again, cannot get anything going. Gain of 0, maybe even a loss of half a yard.
Yeah. Xavier Espinoza was there, right there, coming in from his safety spot to take care of that.
And the defensive end on the near side for the Indians, that's number 65. He stayed home and
Yes.
he kept
containment.
Containment,
That's
yes.
exactly what he
Couldn't
needed to do.
come up with a word.
That's all right. That's what we're here. Both you and I are here for. So the middle linebacker, actually Espinoza, drifted down the line, seeing what the quarterback was going to do, and just took him out.
Absolutely. Trying to get the motion to get the defense to sway to the opposite side, but defense just staying home, staying disciplined.
And that's what it is about right now. Now, coach is not happy. He's calling another timeout because he can't get the right formation, and players not on the field like they're supposed to. So between number 80 and number 11, they're kind of getting an earful right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's not how you want to start this first game. We got 4 minutes and 24 seconds with a score of 7-0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. As the players take a break, we're going to take another break as well. Don't go anywhere. This is football on NETSN.
East Texas high school sports bring communities together. NETSN brings the action to every screen. Partner with NETSN and put your business out in front of viewers across Texas and around the country. Your sponsorship supports local high school athletes and helps families watch from wherever life takes them. And when the game ends, the broadcast stays on YouTube, keeping your brand in view for every replay. We have over 10,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel to get notified as soon as we go live and get their business out in front of thousands of people on each stream. Beyond the game, your support provides real-world experience for student broadcasters and creates a lasting record for collegiate recruiting.
Welcome back to BW Jackson Stadium. I'm Travis Johnson alongside Nick Jordan. Burned the second timeout that Wildcats did, and again, just not on the same page as Belgard tries to run a little delayed screen and just can't come up with it. And that's honestly best case scenario. The intended receiver fell down, so incomplete pass.
Yeah, Joel Otwell was the problem with that screen is he tried to throw it to the middle of the field, and he let yes, the defensive lineman got in, but they didn't account for the linebackers.
Right.
And one of them was right on there. Even if he caught the ball, there was nothing to be gained.
Right.
So if you're going to do a screen, you don't want to do it in the middle with the speed that Carlisle is showing right now.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 10 to go. Belgard takes a snap. Roll out to the right, and he is intended for number 80.
Almost
Bryant.
intercepted by number 14, Josue Hernandez.
And with that incomplete pass, that brings up another 4th down. Look for Mount Enterprise to punt the ball away here again, as they cannot get the ball outside of their own territory.
Yeah, they're not executing their offense like they want to. Mm-hmm. They've had to call now 2 timeouts in the first quarter, which is something you really never want to do. And they're just offense is not producing enough positive yards to keep them, out of punt situations like this.
Number 6, Cameron Cook back to receive. Number 11, Case Piper to punt away for the Wildcats. He gets a better punt this time. The ball will roll into Indian territory. Number 7, Lane Otwell is there to cover. And the Indians will take over on their own 38-39 yard line.
Good directional punt. That's what he wanted to do. He did not want to try to have a return come back. So that was a good directional punt.
And flipping the field. And we're going to stay right here as we have 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And so far, what have you seen that interests you, Nick?
The interest me is right now is how well Carlisle is looking on offense. They are looking sharp. Yes, they've had a couple of, we've had a penalty flag on the play. Looks like a 15-yarder for probably an illegal block in the back. Could be that because they did mark that off 15 yards. So, but what I'm saying from Carlisle is their offense looks more in tune with what they want to run right now. Of course, you have an established quarterback coming back. That does help. Mount Enterprise, they're learning a new offense, so they're trying to figure out what they're going to do now.
Right. Ibarra twins to the left, motion towards the near side. Keeps the ball himself, rolls out. Unable to get anything going, goes back to the far side of the field, scrambles. Able to find a hole, takes the ball up the middle, and that'll be a gain of about 9 yards.
That's a lot of about 30 yards running to gain 7.
A lot for a little.
Yeah, a lot for a little, but that's what happens in high school football. Oh, actually, he got 8 yards. So we have an injured player on the field, too. That is number 11, Chase Piper, down.
You hate to see that, especially the first game of the season. Hopefully
it's
best
just
case
a cramp.
scenario, yes, just a cramp. And it appears like that.
Because that's what we're going to see in this kind of temperature. And with, you played and I played. And, when I played in the 70s, we had 4-hour practices with no water. So it didn't matter.
Right.
We didn't get the breaks, and what they're seeing now as far as limited practices with pads and temperatures and things like that, which I think is really good to see in modern football right now. These kids have enough things to do and to try to play. It's good to see Piper up and running off the field on his own power.
Yeah, athletic trainer. It looks like it was just a cramp. She was rubbing out the cramp, and coach goes over there and says, "Get up, get to the sideline. We got a game to play."
He's flexing that knee, but I'm willing to bet it was a cramp right there. He's got one knee covered up in bandages, but it was the other leg, and so I think he just had, we're going to see that as we go forward on here. Is cramping's going to become an issue because of the heat.
Twins to the right. Ibarra takes the snap, and he'll hand it off to number 8. Number 8 takes it up for a first down and probably a gain of about 10 right there.
Elvis Hernandez really did a good job of starting outside and then cutting back. So good running by Hernandez there.
Yeah, great field of vision right there to be able to cut it back. Almost like a counter play. Not designed to be a counter play, but almost like a counter play right there.
So it'll be interesting to see right here if the Indians can drive basically the length of the field for their offense.
Great pickup block by Hernandez to allow Ibarra to continue to roll out and connect the pass, and that's the gain of 8.
That's Braylon Cook, who was out there and tried to get a few more yards out of it, and he has got 9 yards out of that, so very close to the next first down and very close to midfield.
And again, going back to the field of vision for Hernandez, kind of looking over his peripherals, was able to catch that linebacker that was about to get Ibarra, and almost like a basketball pick play, allowed Ibarra to continue to roll out.
So he's getting good protection, except for a couple of plays. He's getting his good protection.
Got a doubles formation. Elvis Hernandez motion to the left. Deep pass. Ibarra unable to connect with number 2, Braylon Cook.
Actually, that's number
3, yes.
Dakota Grigsby. He put the fingers out there, but just could not. It was a beautifully thrown ball. But Grigsby just couldn't run up underneath it. He was wide open by a good 7 yards.
And that'll bring up a 3rd and a long one. It doesn't seem like the marker on the far side matches where the ball is spotted.
No,
on the
it really
side.
does. I'm looking at that too, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
As the Wildcats crowd the line of scrimmage, offset pistol formation, that'll be number 5, Xander Castleberry, who takes it up the middle for the first down.
It was funny. He was kind of crabbing in the middle, going sideways is what he was doing. He took a shot and then just kind of went sideways and just kept the legs going.
Yeah. And that's what you're taught to do as a running back. Keep your feet moving.
But what you're seeing now out of Mount Enterprise is their safeties and deep linebackers are having to make most of the tackles.
Yes. The offensive line for the Indians just able to have their way on the line of scrimmage. Ibarra, under duress, scrambles, and he'll take it up the middle for a gain of 7. For a gain of 6, my apologies.
So, really good pressure there by number 70, and that's Porter Carr, who actually got the fumble earlier. So got good pressure on him. Actually, that's number 80 who did the pressure, and I don't have a number 80 on my roster for Carlisle.
For Carlisle or for Mount Enterprise?
For Mount Enterprise.
Number 80 is Caden Bryant.
Caden Bryant. That's right. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. My apologies. It's my
With
first
how
game
quickly
too.
it's going, it's been
Yes.
an adventure to flip back and forth on these rosters. Hernandez up the middle, and he will take it in for a first down into Wildcat territory.
Going to be spotted at about between the 33 and 34. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock is running now. And I think that's what you're going to see a lot more, especially in these hot games, is they will start the clock quicker.
Yes.
To try to get some of this, get it in and get it going so you can get a flow.
Missing so far is McCamey, number 9, playing in the slot position. A wheel route for McCamey. Can he come up with it? And that
And
may
he
be
does.
why McCamey is playing slot receiver this game instead of fullback. Coming up with a monster grab is number 9, McCamey.
Yes, he went over Harry Belgart to catch that. Great concentration on that ball. And there was a lot of hand fighting going on, believe me. So good throw by Ibarra and a really great catch.
The youngins would call that being mossed.
Well, okay, I'll take your word for that one. I've never heard that, so I'll take your word for it.
In the going after Randy Moss, the former Viking and Patriot.
Yes.
Trips to the left, single to the right. Ibarra looking left, pumps, and he will come up sacked by number 11. That's Case Piper.
Case Piper back in the game after that little injury he had earlier, and really good kept containment and wrapped up. That's the main thing you need to do on Ibarra is wrap it up. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter, our score, the Carlisle Indians 7, the home team, Mount Enterprise Wildcats 0. And we will take another break here on NETSN. Don't go anywhere after a word from our sponsors.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards with robust parental controls. With over thousands of reviews, Crew boasts a 99% customer satisfaction rating. Best of all, you earn an incredible 2.95% standard interest. Even better, use affiliate.
Welcome back to BW Jackson Field here in Mount Enterprise, Texas. On behalf of NETSN, I'm Travis Johnson, joined by Nick Jordan. Nick, what surprised you so far after this first quarter of play?
Well, being the first home game for Mount Enterprise, I thought they would have a lot more energy than what I've seen.
Yes,
I would
agree with that.
It's their home. They're facing a really good Carlisle team, but you think they would have a lot more energy in this game. Ibarra straight up the middle. Finally brought down after, gaining about 5 yards. Oh, there was a penalty on the play, and now it's 3rd down and 11. So there was a penalty that I did not see.
Yeah, I didn't see that. It must have been at the end of the first quarter.
It must have been because it drove them back. And so now that comes up with 3rd down and 11, and the ball is on about the 19-yard line. So it'll be an interesting call to see what they do here.
Twins to the left. And Ibarra under duress again. And he scrambles and tries to make something out of nothing, but he will return back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yes, it will. So it's going to be 4th and 11.
And big question here: Do you let number 4, Ivan Garza, kick the long field goal, or do you try and get the first down?
Well, if you're looking at it right here, it's ball's on the 19. You're looking at he's going to try it, but you're looking at a 31-yard field goal attempt right here. So it's going to be interesting to see because they were having trouble snapping the ball to the holder earlier.
Right.
Good snap, good hold.
Good kick.
And the kick is up and good. Wow.
That'll put another 3 on the board.
And I got news for you. That kick would have been good from 40.
Yes. Garza, if he could get a good snap and a good hold, he can kick the ball a good 40, 45 yards.
He's got a good leg behind it, so no problem there for the Carlisle Indians to put another 3 points, 10-0, just starting the second quarter.
Just like that, the beginning of a new quarter, another score for the Carlisle Indians. Let's see if the the Wildcats can kick off this quarter with a little bit more momentum and get something going on offense. So far, their defense has had a bend but don't break mentality, but their offense just has not been able to get anything going.
So you're the coach of the Wildcats down there. What are you saying to his team right now?
If I'm the coach, I'm going back to the basics. We're going to run power, counter, and inside zone. We're going to quit doing all the fancy things that's gotten us in trouble, and we're going to get some momentum going. And then when we get some momentum going, then we'll try some of the fancy stuff that we're trying to institute. But we got to get something going. We got to get a first down.
They need first downs. Yes. So if you're the Indians now up 10-0, what are you telling your defense?
I'm telling my defense to play sound defense. Wrap up, stay in your position, stay in your lane.
Stay in your lanes. That's good.
And keep contained. And then when you meet the runner, tackle him. A little bit of a fake there.
I love it when it's just everybody flinches all of a sudden, and it's just like, wow. Let's see where Garza's got the leg to put it down to probably the 5-yard line.
Yeah, the last kickoff, he almost put it in the coffin corner on a kickoff.
So it goes down at about the 17.
Number 2, Nick Jones with the return, and he is swallowed up on the 11.
Swallowed. That's what you call a horde of Indians right there. That is exactly what that call.
And if the Indian defense can play as soundly as the special teams just did, then they will have no trouble stopping the Wildcats. But the Wildcats looking to get something going.
Yeah, because they're starting now on their own 17-yard line. They haven't had the field position except for the fumble that they recovered. That's the only field position. So other than that, they've been starting deep because their first possession started on the 2.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see on just exactly what the Wildcats decide to do on offense with Belgart in the shotgun, and he hands it off to, looks like number 1, Joel.
Absolutely, and that's another thing you like to see if you're the defensive coordinator for the Indians, staying in your lane, not letting the runner have a lane to run through.
Yeah, number 62, that is Kason Graham, is just blocking up that middle where you can, and that's a good-sized boy right there.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. So he is clogging up the middle and just taking the center and just having his way with that center, and getting the depth that they need to get to in the backfield.
We got a wide twin to the right. We have a third timeout for the Wildcats.
I don't know what's going on here. We're having some discussions.
The play, I think the play clock did not.
Oh, yeah.
Did not reset.
Yeah, if you're running that scoreboard, and plus if you don't have another person doing the play clock too, I've done that. That's tough. You're trying to keep up with everything. But we're having a good discussion here between the head referee and the coach for the Wildcats. The thing I haven't seen from the Wildcats right now is a lot of speed.
Yes.
The wide receivers for the Indians are getting open, and there's just not enough. There's not any closing speed to get to them. That the pass earlier that Grigsby almost had, he had 7 yards on the defensive back. So I'm not seeing the speed that you really want to see out of the Wildcats.
Belgard in the gun, motion to the right, handoff up the middle, nothing going.
Yeah, in fact, Otwell is going to lose a yard on this one back to the 16.
Different play, same story for the Wildcats, brings up 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that big defensive line for the Indians is just controlling the offensive line for the Wildcats.
And to his tribute, coach for the Wildcats is doing the basic stuff, and it's just not working.
Right. It looks like that he's almost in the head of the Wildcats coach.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing, he knows what he's going to run by the formations they've seen and everything else. Because while they're running a new offense compared to what they ran last year, the formations are still so similar.
Right.
That they're able to pick it up.
Roll out to the right. Belgard looking. Almost picked off by number 3.
That's Grigsby. He had a pick 6 in that, and I tell you what, Castleberry just drilled Belgard.
Belgard.
He is down.
Holding his knee, or has he got the air knocked out
He's
of
got
him?
the air knocked out of him because Belgard just, Castleberry just had a straight shot to him because he was not touched. So that's basically Bellegarde throwing the ball just just to have preservation. It's like when Troy Aikman's first year. That's all that was right there. Yeah. When you go 1-14 and you're just trying to get rid of the ball any way you can to keep from being hit.
Right. Call that a career decision.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because what had happened is Castleberry came in from his outside linebacker and looped around everybody and just had a direct shot. And poor Bellegarde just got rid of the ball, and it was just bang, bang right there. It was not a dirty hit. I know some people are probably in the stands saying, hey, no, it was a clean hit.
Mm-hmm. Down for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
While he's down on the field, he's leaning up. Okay, good deal.
But this is the one thing you don't want to see in the first game of the season is your starting quarterback get hurt.
Absolutely not.
Because then you're really not prepared for what's going to happen next if your quarterback can't come back. Now, he's got to take out of play. We both know that. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to be, and it's probably going to come down to
– Is it number 11?
Number 11 is Case Piper, or it could come down to number 5.
We have a fourth down play here, so probably punt the ball away.
Yeah, Piper is going to punt the ball away. So that's one good thing. You give your quarterback a chance to recoup. But now you're punting the ball way deep in your territory, and the return man right here is on the 44-yard line. If he gets a decent return.
And not a great punt. And a great roll right into the hands.
That's number 6.
Indians.
That's Cameron Cook.
And he'll take it to the 30-yard line. Again, inside Wildcat territory.
Yeah, he's finally brought down at the 27-yard line. So that's a good return of about 13 yards.
And not only are the Wildcats losing their quarterback right now, but they're also losing an outside linebacker.
Yes.
Bellegarde plays outside linebacker as well.
He plays both ways, and that's what happens when you have teams with only less than 30 players. Mm-hmm. You're playing a lot of your guys both ways. You're seeing a lot of sophomores and juniors and some freshmen playing too, which normally you wouldn't have them playing in the larger classifications.
Mm-hmm. And here we have, for the first time in a while, it seems like Ibarra in the pistol. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Hernandez not able to do anything as number 80, Caden Bryant.
Yeah, Caden Bryant played that really well from his defensive end position. He fought off the block of the tackle and actually made him lose about 2 yards on that play. And Caden Bryant he's a pretty big young man.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want to go up against him.
No, he looks like to me he probably runs about 6'3", maybe 220.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty good size defensive end.
Quads to the right, empty backfield. When we have a timeout.
Timeout for the Wildcats again. He didn't like the formation that he saw and called, and has used his third timeout of the half.
Well, Nick, as the Wildcats use their third and final timeout of the half, we're going to take another timeout as well. So don't go anywhere. This is Friday Night Lights here on NETSN.
Friday night in East Texas, don't miss a second. With Northeast Texas Sports Network, watch live games, follow your teams, and get instant alerts when the score changes or your team goes live. At the game, post score updates for fans. Join forums, make your pick'em picks, and track playoff brackets all in one place. The best part? It's completely free. NETSN, Northeast Texas Sports Network. Download today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field.
Welcome back to Wildcat Stadium. Ibarra, again, under duress. Throws it up, says a prayer, and it is a touchdown.
Caught by number 4,
for Garza.
Garza.
Yep. Garza has done it all so far today. Garza had the bubble for the touchdown to start the game, had a 3-point field goal, and again has another touchdown.
Right now, if you had to name a most valuable player, it is him.
Yes. Garza has scored all the points. 7:50 to go in this first half.
Yeah, and scoring all the points is right. If he kicks this one, he's got 17 points under his belt. Good snap, good hold. Kick was a little low, but it got through. So with 7:50 left to go in the second quarter, it is Indians 17, Wildcats 0.
And we're going to stay right here since we just took another break.
Yes.
So far, sun's going down, feeling better out there. You're down 17-0. Nick, what are you doing on offense if you're the Wildcats?
Well, all you can do right now is just say, we need something positive. I don't care what it is. Yes, we're down 17-0. We have not played like we need to play. We need a positive play right here. I don't care what it is, if it's a kickoff return or just something to show positive yards. You want to try to get down and try to get some points on the board before you go to half. You do not want to go to half at 17-0, even though you're going to get the ball back in the second half.
Absolutely. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. If I'm the Wildcat offensive coordinator, I'm trying to spread the ball out a little bit. Whether it's jet motions, bubble screens to the wideouts, we got to do something to get away from this full heavy box.
Yeah, because you're proving right now you cannot run up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
From tackle to tackle, you're having nothing. You've got to figure out how to get outside the tackle box of having your tackles turn their tackles in to try to get something outside and take their linebackers back with play fakes.
Another little fake kickoff there. Garza.
Now, have you ever seen it where they've actually kicked the ball accidentally? Like Garza fell down. He didn't like that
kicked
kick
out
at
of his
all.
shoes.
Yeah.
And there is a solid return.
Nick Jones.
Another helmet off. That's
Nick Jones. Yeah, Nick Jones, good return out to about the 32-yard line for the Wildcats. And that's what the Wildcats need to see. They need to get some positive yards and try to put something together with 7:43 left to go in the second half, because you don't want to go down, like I said earlier, 17-0 into the half.
And again, this is where deferring to the second half could be a positive thing. You take a good chunk of the clock off here at the end of this second quarter. You could go down into the halftime, down 17-7, and then start off halftime. You could start off second half 17-14.
The worst thing you can do right here is go 3 and out.
Yes.
It's absolutely the worst thing you can do. Hand off up the middle. Nowhere to go again.
And that'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
That was Joel Otwell on that. And, they've had more negative play yards than they've had positive.
I don't understand the thinking. I can't wrap my mind around it right now.
Here is part of the problem. The offensive line is not getting low enough in order to block the defensive line. Mm-hmm. The defensive linemen are actually getting lower and and standing up these offensive linemen where they can shove them around and get to the running back. I was never an offensive or defensive lineman, but that's what I see.
Right.
Because you look how low, and now we have a penalty flag on the play. A
delay of game.
Delay of game. And that's the last thing you need right now. You lost a yard on first down, and now you're shooting yourself in the foot with a delay of game, and now you're looking at 2nd and 16.
Yeah, and you've only had 1 first down in this entire first half.
But as you can see, look how low the defensive line is and how they're standing up that offensive line.
And getting into the backfield. My goodness, that was fast. That's number 55. That's Jaden Nardoza.
Yes. That's a lot of penetration, but that's what I was talking about a while ago. They're getting low, and they're shoving the offensive linemen around and being able to get into the backfield.
And it appears
4-yard loss will bring up a third.
Like the Mount Enterprise offensive line is gotten a little bit gassed.
Yes, because
So
it's
far.
now 3rd down and 20. So, not many, you don't have many plays set up for 3rd down and 20. You just want to get something positive out of this and punt the ball.
Draw back to pass.
Bubble
A
screen
screen.
right in the middle, and it went nowhere.
That was number 7, Lane Otwell, taking over for Belgard.
Belgard, and he threw it to his brother, Joel Otwell. And Otwell is down now, number 1. He got hammered as soon as he caught the ball. There was nowhere to go in the middle. That ball's now being spotted at the 21-yard line, so they actually lost another 1 to 2 yards.
And on that delay screen, as a former quarterback, it seems like they are not letting that play develop. If you're wanting to throw that delay screen, you need to let it develop, and they are not.
Yeah,
they're getting rid of the ball way too soon.
They're hurrying it way too much and allowing the linebackers to see what's going on, so there is nowhere to go for the bubble screen. Almost blocked.
Great punt, but right to the returner, and he
And that
has
is
an open
Cook.
lane up the sideline. He'll take it down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, great return by Cook. I mean, the punt was a line drive, so he had there's no defense down there. We have 2 penalty flags on the
And we
field
have
down
a
here at the
player
40.
down on the far side. That's another Wildcat down.
So let's see what these penalties are right here on the 40-yard line. And that may be number 1, Joel Otwell down. Personal foul called against the Indians. Probably
Crack
for an
block.
illegal block or crackback. And,
Yeah,
those weren't penalties when I played.
Right. I was
Yeah.
going to say, that's a new penalty as of a couple years ago. You cannot block back towards the play.
That's exactly right. And especially if the man is even looking like he's behind you.
Right.
You can't just blindside him completely. Like I said, when I played in the
tempting to lay
70s,
the wood like that, but you can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore. Guys, what are you thinking about him? It is number 11, Case Piper, getting up slowly. That's the second time Piper has gone down.
That was the punter.
Yes, it was the punter. So he tried to make the tackle, but they're lucky. I mean, you never want to have a penalty, but now you consider the Wildcats got lucky because the ball was on the 5, and now it's back on the Indians' own 45-yard line.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Take one for the team. That's almost the equivalent of a batter getting hit by a
That's
pitch.
exactly right. So with 5:09 left to go in the second quarter, the Indians are getting the ball back on the 45-yard line. And all you can now is tell your defense is, let's make a stop right here.
Mm-hmm.
Play smart. Don't let anybody get behind you. And keep an eye on Ibarra on what he's going to do.
Twins to the right, 3-man backfield. Ibarra, he takes the snap, and he will run it right up the middle, and he will get a gain.
He's still going.
And he's going. He's at the 30. He's at the 25, the 20, the 10-5. Touchdown, Indians.
65-yard touchdown run. 55-yard touchdown
And
run.
they had him at the line of scrimmage, but running through contact, Ibarra is able to turn a touchdown out of a loss.
And here's what I'm seeing more and more in today's football. Too many arm tackles.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wrap up like you and I were taught to wrap
Right.
up. And you're just trying to hit them, and then they bounce off. And that's just what happens in today's football, unfortunately. The fundamentals are not always taught.
And Ibarra, he's a pretty solid sized dude.
Yes.
And so he's not going to go down after first contact. Back snap, Hernandez, the kick is blocked. And the Indians recover, and they are tackled. So the kick is no good. That'll bring up a second quarter score, 23 for the Carlisle Indians to 0 for the Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
Yeah, and what Carlisle has actually done is taking the fans out of this game now.
Yes,
You're not
it is.
hearing the cheering and the roar of the crowd because we're on the home side. Got a microphone outside. We're not hearing the home crowd making much noise.
And they are not used to this here in Mount Enterprise.
Yes. Oh, yes. Mount Enterprise is a tough place to play. It always has been. And so to go down like this 23-0. Now, take nothing away from Carlisle. They're picked to win their district, and they have a tough district.
Right.
And Mount Enterprise is right now picked to finish 4th in their district.
What a crazy turn of events.
It is a crazy turn of events, but, that's why they play the game. Mm-hmm. We both know, we've both seen teams that weren't supposed to beat somebody jump up and beat them and everything like that, especially when you come down to rivalry games. I don't know if this is a rivalry game for these two teams. Do they play every year?
I am not sure about that. They're close in proximity
Yes, they
to each
are.
other,
Yes.
so I can see it being a rivalry just even if it's just this year because they're so close, but
Juan
I'm
Martinez
not sure about
is now,
perennial rivalry.
Yeah, Juan Martinez is now kicking the ball off for the Indians. They're going to give Garza a night. Give him a little rest. That's a good kick, too. Taking it about the 9-yard line.
They'll run to this near side. Runs over his own player, taking it to about the 31-yard line.
And that was Antonio Hernandez who was running the ball. So good. He got 25 yards out of it. Mm-hmm. So that's a good return. Now you've got to do something with it with 4:50 left to go in the half.
Who is going to be our quarterback? It appears number 7 again, Lane Otwell for the Wildcats. No. Yeah, okay, he's just getting the play.
Yeah, just getting the play. So, yeah, that's Lane Otwell, and his brother is in the back. Boy, if you put my brother and me in the same backfield, there's going to be a fight. I can tell you that already. We're only a year apart, and there's going to be a fight.
Bellegarde wraps it up with the trainer. He walks over to the coaches, puts his helmet back on. That's a good sign for the Wildcats. Otwell, that screen
Ball
was
is
looking
batted
so
down.
good.
Yeah, number 55, and that is Jaden Nardoza, who got a big paw up there and knocked it down.
Just held on to the ball just a tad too long.
Well, you saw, you could see on the play, he didn't have much time. He was already getting pressure in his face. So he had to get rid of the ball quick. And that defensive line just scattered out when they saw what was going to happen and got a paw up and knocked it down. That's what you want to try. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
Bellegarde back in the game. We got twins to the far side. Bellegarde hands it up to the near side, cuts it up. That's number. Is that
number 1? Is that Joel Otwell? I think it is Joel Otwell. And he gets to the 30. They're going to mark him at the 34, brings up 3rd down and 7.
And that is a great second down play for the Wildcats after the night that they've had so far.
Now, I think I see something that the Wildcats are missing. They've got Caden Bryant. We've talked about his size already. They're not utilizing. I don't know if he can catch the ball, but a kid that size playing tight end,
throw it up to him.
Get the ball to him and see what he can do.
Absolutely.
He's going to dwarf everybody.
Screen to number 5, Antonio Hernandez. And he'll
knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Gain of 2.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and a long 5.
So you have the ball in your territory, Nick. But you're down 23-0. What do you have to lose?
Personally, I would go for it right here. Ball's on your, you got it on your own 36. But it looks like he is going to punt the ball. And it may be a smart call. I don't know what he's going to do. But, I think I would probably go for it. And, because here comes.
They better hurry. They have 4 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah.
But if you're going to punt, they got the ball off.
Yep.
Bellegarde
it's
to
blocked.
punt it.
He got a hand on it.
Bellegarde's punt goes about 15 yards, maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, it was tipped out there by look like number 54, Brandon Garza. So that's why it didn't go anywhere. He got a good push up the middle and got his hand up there and just got enough of the ball that it just didn't go anywhere. It's going to be on the 49-yard line of the Wildcats for the Indians.
And I know the Wildcats didn't get the first down. However, you saw some positive plays.
Yes.
Unlike what they've seen the last 3 or 4 series, you saw some positive plays. You had some self-inflicted wounds, and so that gives you hope that there's some things that you can do against the Indians that'll work. They're human after all.
You just go into halftime right now. Hopefully they don't score again, and go into halftime and regroup.
Number 8, Hernandez takes it up the field for a gain of about 4 yards.
And so what you do with the Indians right now is just run the ball,
Bleed
take the
the
time
clock.
off the clock, bleed it, go to halftime with a 23-0 lead, get some rest, get some water into you, and come back out because the Wildcats get the ball first.
That's motion to the right. That's number 14, Josue Hernandez.
Takes a shot out there at about the 41-yard line. I think he ran into his own man and kind of backed up just a little bit.
But that's exactly what you want to do on those jet motions.
Yes.
You want to get to the outside and get the automatic 4 to 5 yards.
That's right. So now you're making a manageable third and about 2.
Mm-hmm. And if I was a betting man, well, I don't see number 8, Elvis Hernandez in the backfield. I see number 5, Xander Castleberry. Castleberry probably could run the ball just as well, but
yeah, I think Ibarra's going to take it straight up the middle. Yep, there he is.
And a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, it gets down to the 35-yard line. And that, results in another Indians first down. Because they are just pushing that defensive line just backwards. And Ibarra's doing a great job of following his blocks.
Right. He's a patient runner.
He is, yes. But I think what you'll see here from the Indians is I think you will see a little sweep to Castleberry here to get outside.
Tray formation to the right.
Oh, he's going to throw the ball, which surprises me.
Little bit of a delay route right there. That's number 3, Grigsby, who will take it in for another Carlisle Indian touchdown.
Wow, 35-yard pass and run from Ibarra to Castleberry. Excuse me, Grigsby. And that puts another 6 points on the board. So now you're looking at 29-0.
And that was a beautiful hitch and go route.
It was, yes.
By Grigsby.
And that's what I'm saying, what I was saying a while ago about the Wildcats defensive back. The backs, they're getting tricked. They're biting on these quick goes. Mm-hmm. And they're getting behind. So now we have number 15. This is Martinez to attempt the point after.
I wonder if Garza on that last field goal might have hurt himself.
Or on that kickoff when he went down.
Oh, yes.
That extra point is good. So we're looking at now 30-0. But, yeah, when Garza kicked the ball a while ago, he went down. Looked like his leg kind of went out from underneath him. So he may be down. I'm trying to see if I can see him over there on the sidelines anyway. Yeah, I can see him over there on the sidelines at about the 30-yard line. So hopefully he's okay.
He's up and moving around at least. So
yes.
But if you're having everything go your way like the Indians are, spread the love.
That's right. This is the type of games that you want to get some of your younger players in to give them some experience for later down the line. Heaven forbid something happened.
Right. And the interesting thing to see for this 2A matchup, a bigger team, they're able to put their second, third string in.
Yes.
Well, your second and third string is also first string somewhere else. So you don't get a whole lot of rest when you're playing at this level.
The thing about Carlisle here is they have a ton of sophomores on this team and freshmen. While they're senior laden, they have got a lot of junior classmen that are now producing for their team. Martinez is back out there, number 15, going to kick the ball again. He is a senior. Garza is a senior. Ibarra is a senior. So after this year, they lose a lot of talent. Kick goes out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, so they'll add 5 yards onto that. I think it's 5 yards.
5 yards or goes to the 35, I think.
Then I think it probably will go to the 35, depending. We'll see.
And it will go to the 35-yard line.
Okay.
Nick Jones, smart play right there, letting the ball go out of bounds.
And that's the kind of a bounce you're going to get on turf. I'm not on turf, but on grass like that.
A little bit of a knuckleball.
Yes. They're actually placing the ball on the 30. Since it went out at the 25, they're going to place it at the 30. So you've got 2:35 left. You've got some injuries on your offense. So let's see what the Wildcats try to pull out. Do they stick with their base offense, or do they try to do something else?
It looks like they stick with their base. Belgart with the quarterback keeper, and he will get a gain of about 1.5.
Yes. Brought down by
generous 1.5.
Yeah, generous 1.5. Brought down by number 55, Jaden Nardoza, the senior defensive tackle. So they're going to give him 2 yards, actually, so you can bring up 2nd down and 8. But I still think if and I don't know this, if Caden Bryant is any kind of can catch the ball, I would try to do something. Now we're going to get the 2-minute timeout. And that's what we've got, the 2-minute time. I forget this one every time because I'm not used to it in high school.
Yes.
So I get the 2-minute timeout now, and that's where we go.
Right.
They said we can't call it the 2-minute warning anymore. It's a 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout. And along with that 2-minute timeout, we're going to take a break as well. Don't go anywhere. This is Friday Night Lights on NETSN.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field, success behind the wheel takes discipline, focus, and safety. We train champions of the road. And here's the winning play. We're a TPST certified school. That means you test right here in-house. No delay of games, no flags, just results. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Your season starts now. Get trained, get tested, and get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win. Call CDL Training Academy today at 903-646-4342 or visit cdllearn.com. We play to win. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or find us online today. CDL Training Academy, go for the win.
Welcome back to Mount Enterprise, Texas. Here at the end of the second quarter, Wildcats trying to get something going on offense. A little bit of a misdirection counter there. And we have a flag on the play. Number 11 for the Indians on the tackle.
Yeah, that was Xavier Espinoza. It didn't fool anybody. So we'll see what this penalty is now.
There was daylight for a split second.
Yes, there was.
But Espinoza quick to swallow him up.
See what the call is here. It came from the backfield, so it's holding called against the Wildcats. So that's how he gets so wide open out there. So a few scores from around the area. Bullard Brook Hill Guard is beating Brownsboro 10-3. Texarkana Pleasant Grove is beating Kilgore 14-0. Lindale over Hallsville 21-0. Athens is leading Nacogdoches 7-6. Palestine is beating Seagoville 14-0. And Carthage is up on Henderson 14-3. Go figure that one. And
Right.
I got a statistic, and I'll talk to you about it a while ago after this place.
All right.
Yeah. I found out, I'm reading about coaches and their salaries.
Ooh.
Yes.
We got 3rd and 12 to go. Belgard drops back, launches it. And just way too far for number 2, Nick Jones.
Nick Jones, and well covered, at double covered. So what I saw the other day, they were talking about coaches' salaries in the state of Texas. And, of course, Scott Surratt names comes up. Carthage pays him $236,000 a year for his coaches. And that is a good $60,000 to $80,000 more than anybody else is making. But
more than South Lake Carroll's coach?
Well, I didn't see. This was a abbreviated list.
Okay.
This was mostly East Texas.
I gotcha.
So, but you can think about it right there.
Belgard's kick is fielded.
By Cameron Cook.
Cook not able to get as much of a return, but able to get some positive yardage for the Indians. They'll take over at the Wildcat 31. And we got a flag on the play on that far side.
We're getting a little flag happy now. Of course, I remember one game I was doing, instead of saying there was a flag on the field. I said there was a field on the flag. And I never got to hear that one. I left that they still get me that one today. So they're discussing it now. They're talking to the coach on what he wants to do.
Was it a offside penalty?
I do not know. Illegal man downfield.
Okay.
Yeah. No, too many men on the field. Excuse me. Too many men on the field. I got to brush up on my referee.
I was racking my brain. I was like,
I'm going like, what? Okay. Now there's too many men on the field. Okay. They tried to play with 12. But that's what happens in the early games.
Mm-hmm. And one of the few mistakes the Indians have made tonight.
Yes. So they're going to re-kick the ball now. So it was 4th down. It's now 4th down and about 7. I might try a trick play right here.
Bellegarde kicks it away. Better kick this time. Cook able to return it. Takes it up the left side of the field. And flags everywhere as he is knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Brought down by number 70, Sammy Whitlow. But we're getting a little sloppy here with the flag, so we're probably going to the Indians are probably going to call for holding.
And there is a field on the flag, Nick.
Yeah, there's a field on the flag again. Travis, you're never going to let me live that one down.
Absolutely not. We got 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go before the end of this first half. And here in the last 30 seconds, we've had 3 penalty flags.
Yes, and it is called holding against the Indians. And this is the last thing the coaches from the Indian staff want to see. You're up 30-0. Don't make dumb mistakes by penalties.
Coach Baker's letting them have it over there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can imagine he would be. Yes. So now the Indians have the ball at their own 37-yard line. Do you try to do something right here with 1:08? You've got all 3 timeouts.
I think you just do they haven't been able to stop anything normal that you've done so far.
Right.
If I was the Wildcats, though, I would switch to a 5-2 defense. You've gotten great pressure in that 4-3. Might as well add another one. And there's Caden Bryant right there with some more pressure. I think another defensive lineman would help.
Yes. But he threw it out there, and looks like we've got another cramp on. Yep, got a cramp on the field here again. But he had 2 receivers out there, and they both went for the ball at the same time. And that's the last thing the offensive coordinator can go, we don't need 2 receivers in the same vicinity because that just causes problems. So that's number 5. That's Castleberry that's going out with cramp, and that's a bad cramp the way he's going. That hurts. That's Charlie Horse right there.
Oh, yeah. How many of these players do you think are going to wake up in the middle of the night, turning over in their bed, and then all of a sudden getting that hamstring?
Half the starters. Half the starters.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yes, it is. I don't like getting them at my age now.
I remember getting one in my hamstring and my quad. Ibarra drops back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, his own man ran into him.
Friendly fire on the Wildcats.
Yes.
That would have almost been a pick 6 if they could have got that pick.
That was Adrian Boyer who had the ball, and number 5 and Antonio Hernandez just ran into him, and they're like, dude, come on.
Number 1, Ibarra broken up by number 5, Hernandez, and number 21, Boyce.
And the clock will stop with 58 seconds, so only 10 seconds have run off the clock. Third down and 10 to go.
That's right. So you're just going to play it conservative now with this much time left in the first half. Try to get some positive plays, and that's all.
Ibarra rollout to his right. Looking downfield, nothing really open. Well, yeah, apparently there was. I'm not sure the number on that far side, but that is a great third down catch and run.
That's number 2. That's Braylon Cook. So now the clock stops while they redo the chains, and then it will start as soon as the chains, and he starts starting the clock. I'm surprised he's not calling a timeout here.
And if you look on the...
And now we do have whistles on the field.
And I'm wondering if that whistle is because the play clock in the end zone is not running.
Well, what I think happened is the down markers were not set.
There's the play clock right there. Free play all around. Reset. No harm, no foul.
Yep. So they're going to mark them back 5 yards for illegal procedure. Because you have to let the down markers get set before you snap the ball. That's why those guys are doing line mark. You got to be quick.
Which oddly the stands behind the center until but that wasn't the case. Pass intended for Grigsby.
Right.
Well, I don't know that it was intended for Grigsby, but Grigsby gets a hand on it.
Yeah. He got his hand on it right there, but I don't know.
I think it was actually intended for Josue Hernandez, number 14.
Yes. So now you're looking at 2nd down and 15. So it looks like they're trying to put points on the board right here before they go into half.
And as we are getting ready for halftime, Nick, I'm looking across at the visitor sideline. For a 2A high school, Carlisle has a fairly big-sized band.
Yes, they do. They've got more band members than they have players.
Roll out to his left, Ibarra connects with Grigsby, who takes it up and knocked out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
24 seconds left to go, and as long as he got out of bounds, that's what you want to do.
And they have double trouble on offense. They got Cook on the far side, and they got Grigsby on the near side. Ibarra is able to go wherever he wants to go with the ball.
Yes, and you're seeing them now do, and we talked about in the pregame, is that the Indians are being more pass-happy than they are run-happy right now because they've seen what the defense is going to give them, and why not take it?
Which is strange because with every other team that I've watched yesterday and today, with a big score, they are run happy. They don't want to give away what their offense has in store for the next week. And so it's interesting to see that they are spreading out the field a little bit and passing the ball.
Now, Gabe, Antonio Ibarra tried to run that ball and got tackled by Gabe Bowie, the big defensive tackle. And the Indians are going to call timeout now with 17 seconds left to go in the half.
That'll be their first timeout, and we will take one as well. Don't go
Actually, that is their second timeout.
Second timeout.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to
We
take
missed
a timeout
one.
as well.
We missed one somewhere.
Anyway.
Yes. We'll take a timeout too.
I blame it on the full moon that's right over there.
Exactly it. Yes.
Don't go anywhere. This is football here on NETSN.
Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 17th annual Tenaha ISD Holiday Hoops. For the first time in tournament history, all 68 games will be streamed live on one platform, NETSN, giving businesses a unique opportunity to reach basketball fans throughout East Texas and beyond. Title: Gold, Silver, and Bronze sponsorship opportunities are available for the tournament, taking place December 28th through the 30th, 2026. Put your business in front of fans during 3 full days of outstanding high school basketball, while supporting the athletes, schools, and communities that make Holiday Hoops special. Don't wait. Secure your sponsorship today. Email sales@netsn.live for package details and availability.
Welcome back to Mount Enterprise, Texas. 17 seconds left to go. Ibarra takes a snap, and he is wrapped up for a sack.
Wow.
The clock is ticking. 9 seconds, 8 seconds.
No, they're going to call time. They're going to call their last time out here.
Yep.
Ibarra was wrapped up by number 5, Antonio Hernandez, who just shot the gap and got to him before Ibarra could do anything with the ball.
Great stop for the Wildcats.
So that's a positive side now that your defense has done this now going into half. They're probably not going to get the Indians don't look like they're going to get any points on the board right here. If I were the Indians, I would just take a knee right here, go into halftime, 30-0 lead. Don't try anything because we've all seen it. They try something tricky, pass gets intercepted, fumble, run back, and now you've given momentum back to the team.
Absolutely. But if I was a betting man, I would not say that coach is going to let Ibarra do that.
Oh no, if I had money, I'd put it.
The top side of the end zone. If you don't catch it, no one catches it. Go into the second half. You got Grigsby on the near side, Cooks on the far side, Twins to the right. Ibarra, awkward snack. Grigsby, and it is intercepted. You called it. You called it. Interception to
by
end
Joe
the first
Lotwell.
half.
Yeah, Joe Lotwell. No, there are 4 seconds left to go in the game, but that's what I'm saying. Don't do something. You've got a 30-0 lead. Just kneel the ball, go into halftime. Now you've given a little momentum back to Mount Enterprise with that interception.
And Grigsby was open right there.
Yes.
If Ibarra could have just got a little bit more loft on that ball.
Yeah, he flattened the ball out just a little bit too much. Now, if I'm the Wildcats, 4 seconds, I take a knee right
Yes,
here.
absolutely.
Go, because you know you're getting the ball in the second half to start the second half.
And
No, he's going to run a play. That's all right. That's good. That's a good call.
And Bellegarde takes a shot to the thighs. He's able to get good yardage to end the first half, but that will do it here in Mount Enterprise. First half score 30-0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. Before we take our halftime break and give it over to the band, Nick, what do you think about this first half so far?
Well, what I'm saying is total domination by Carlisle. Both offensive line and defensive line are winning the struggle right here. It's in the trenches. They're giving Ibarra time to throw the ball, to run the ball. So the guys in the trenches, to me, are winning this game right now, both offensively and defensively.
Absolutely. Wildcats showing spurts of positivity, mostly on defense. Wildcats able to get something going a little bit on offense there towards the end, able to get some positive yards on the run. But they got to change it up. They got to do something different to get the ball moving. That defensive line for the Indians is just swallowing everything up, and they are dominating the trenches, like you said.
They are that, and the Wildcats have got some. They put Bellegarde's back on the field after he got leveled earlier, so it's good to see him back on the field. You've got to get your other players that may be just a little dinged up, but we're seeing cramping going on. Mm-hmm. We're going to see that in the second half too. So it just depends. And now it's a war of attrition on how you can keep your starters out there playing the game.
Absolutely. And while the band is getting set up, we will turn it over to them right after these messages. Don't go anywhere. Friday Night Football here on NETSN.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards with robust parental controls. With over thousands of reviews, Crew boasts a 99% customer satisfaction rating. Best of all, you earn an incredible 2.95% standard interest. Even better, use affiliate code NETSN to boost your rate to 3.45% for 3 months. Visit trycrew.com/NETSN to open your free account in under 5 minutes.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Junior, Jasmine Waller. Sophomore, Mackenzie Best. Sophomore, Crystal Enriquez. Sophomore, Australia Garza. Our twirlers this year, senior, Admin Garcia. And sophomore, Amar Villegas. Tonight they'll perform to the hit APT. Indian Band will now perform a portion of their UIL drill, including Bellator Fanfare by Hawthorne, Parade of Champions by Yoder, and Need Through the Shield by Jewel. Carlisle Indian Band is under the direction of Isaac Ferguson, Assistant Director Deborah Gibbons, Veteran Superintendent Carlisle Institute Josh Johnson, High School Freshman Martin Jr. Our band people of the week are Brent Nadara and Alyssa Davis, and 8th grader of the week is Sophia Gallegos.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, Mount Enterprise ISD proudly presents your Wildcat Marching Band. The band is being led onto the field by Senior Drum Major Kennedy Keeley. Tonight's program starts with our award-winning Wildcat Twirlers. They are freshman Abigail Whitlow, freshman Bryce Burkhalter, Enlow. Sophomore Nevaeh Lloyd. Junior and head twirler Livy Wilson. Performing to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, here are your Wildcat Twirlers. Let's hear it for the Wildcat Twirlers. The Twirlers are under the direction of Mrs. Jordan Jenkins. Each week, the band directors and student leaderships choose 2 band members of the week. This award goes to students who give above and beyond for the band program, showing outstanding pride and dedication. This week's Rookie of the Week and 8th grader, Sloan Kubek. The band member of the week is senior drum line captain, Lauren O'Hara. The Wildcat Band will be performing the first half of their 2026 halftime show entitled When in Dreams. and good night.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards with robust parental controls. With over thousands of reviews, Crew boasts a 99% customer satisfaction rating. Best of all, you earn an incredible 2.95% standard interest. Even better, use affiliate code NETSN to boost your rate to 3.45% for 3 months. Visit trycrew.com/NETSN to open your free account in under 5 minutes.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 17th annual Tenaha ISD Holiday Hoops. For the first time in tournament history, all 68 games will be streamed live on one platform, NETSN, giving businesses a unique opportunity to reach basketball fans throughout East Texas and beyond. Title: Gold, Silver, and Bronze sponsorship opportunities are available for the tournament, taking place December 28th through the 30th, 2026. Put your business in front of fans during 3 full days of outstanding high school basketball, while supporting the athletes, schools, and communities that make Holiday Hoops special. Don't wait. Secure your sponsorship today. Email sales@netsn.live for package details and availability.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field, success behind the wheel takes discipline, focus, and safety. We train champions of the road. And here's the winning play. We're a TPST certified school. That means you test right here, in-house. No delay of games, no flags, just results. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Your season starts now. Get trained, get tested, and get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win. Call CDL Training Academy today at 903-646-4342 or visit cdllearn.com. We play to win. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or find us online today. CDL Training Academy, go for the win.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
we're going all the way.
Your favorite athletes, your teams,
breaks a tackle, oh my God!
Your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes, he's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes, pick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
Friday night in East Texas, don't miss a second. With Northeast Texas Sports Network, watch live games, follow your teams, and get instant alerts when the score changes or your team goes live. At the game, post score updates for fans. Join forums, make your pick'em picks, and track playoff brackets all in one place. The best part? It's completely free. NETSN, Northeast Texas Sports Network. Download today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
East Texas high school sports bring communities together. NETSN brings the action to every screen. Partner with NETSN and put your business out in front of viewers across Texas and around the country. Your sponsorship supports local high school athletes and helps families watch from wherever life takes them. And when the game ends, the broadcast stays on YouTube, keeping your brand in view for every replay. We have over 10,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel to get notified as soon as we go live and get their business out in front of thousands of people on each stream. Beyond the game, your support provides real-world experience for student broadcasters and creates a lasting record for collegiate recruiting. Join the mission. Visit netsn.live/new-sponsor to help keep high school sports connected. Or email us at sales@netsn.live. Together, we are the voice of East Texas high school sports.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards with robust parental controls. With over thousands of reviews, Crew boasts a 99% customer satisfaction rating. Best of all, you earn an incredible 2.95% standard interest. Even better, use affiliate code NETSN to boost your rate to 3.45% for 3 months. Visit trycrew.com/NETSN to open your free account in under 5 minutes.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 17th annual Tenaha ISD Holiday Hoops. For the first time in tournament history, all 68 games will be streamed live on one platform, NETSN, giving businesses a unique opportunity to reach basketball fans throughout East Texas and beyond. Title: Gold, Silver, and Bronze sponsorship opportunities are available for the tournament, taking place December 28th through the 30th, 2026. Put your business in front of fans during 3 full days of outstanding high school basketball, while supporting the athletes, schools, and communities that make Holiday Hoops.
There you are.
Welcome back to Mount Enterprise, Texas. We have a halftime score of 30-0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. I'm Travis Johnson alongside Nick Jordan on behalf of NETSN. Nick, what do you think these coaches told the Wildcats during the halftime?
Well, Carlisle probably told their group, okay, guys, we got a 30-0 lead. Let's just dial it back a little bit. We've got a big lead, so let's just play smart. Don't get any injuries and play like that. Now, with Mount Enterprise, their coaches are coming in and saying, we're getting the ball. We had a little bit of momentum at the end of the half, but we get the ball in the second half. Let's try to have some positive plays. Mm-hmm. We need to show positive plays to go forward to the game that they have next week. That's what you want to see, is just whatever they can do to be positive right now. They had a few injuries. And hopefully those players will be back, especially, we did see Harry Belgart come back and play quarterback, and that's what they need. So we'll see what happens. This opening kickoff is really the telling point. If they can get a good kickoff return, then that is going to boost the spirits, get this team going, and you never know what can happen in the second half.
Absolutely. Our cameraman, Ron Owens, showing a great picture of the full moon that's out tonight as all the teachers are blaming that on their students acting all crazy. The Indians set to kick off to the Wildcats.
And that is Ivan Garza back out there playing.
All right, glad to see it. Garza boots it away. Bounces. Picked up by the Wildcats. Shakes a move. Doesn't get to go anywhere.
Brought down about the 28-yard line. So not the kickoff you really wanted, but at least it's positive yards.
Absolutely.
And as if you look at number 5 for the Indians, Xander Castleberry, see how his leg is taped up there. See, he did something to that leg earlier in the first half and had to come out, and they've got it kind of taped up now, trying to protect that right knee, looks like. But he is out there playing, and that's what you get in the 2A. You're getting a lot of going both ways.
And trips to the right, a little bit of a spread out formation, and the defensive line for the Indians just blowing up the play.
Yeah, poor Joel Otwell just had nowhere to go on that ball. He ended up losing about 2 yards on that run, and just, I don't know if they're afraid to throw the ball, or maybe they don't think that Belgard is the passer that he probably needs to be. But they've got to do something here. You just can't keep losing yards like this to a good Carlisle offensive team.
Absolutely. And I'm so surprised that the Wildcats don't do any more jet sweeps.
Yes.
Do something to get outside of the box. That would be my mentality. But here again, inside zone, and goes back inside. It looks like they lost the ball. Recovered again by the Wildcats.
But they're just not getting, the defensive line is getting way too much penetration to do what they want to do. You've got to be, unfortunately, you got to be a pirate in calling some of these plays. You need to Mike Leach it, is what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
As a Tech fan, I totally agree.
Well, that's why I threw that at you to see what you would say.
I ate it up.
The old pirate himself.
Uh-huh. Twins to the right. Roll out. Belgard throws to the flats and connects. That is a complete pass to number 5, Antonio Hernandez.
So he picked up a few positive yards. It's going to get back to close to the original line of scrimmage, but it still brings up 4th down.
4th and 10, and the punt unit comes out.
You're forced to punt again and give the ball, you wanted to take some more time off the clock and try to do something, get some more positive yards, but now you're punting the ball back to the Indians.
Piper set to punt. Almost gets blocked, but
yes.
he gets a nice boot to number 6.
He tried
Cameron
the fair
Cook.
catch and then dropped it.
And he muffs it.
He gets back on it at the 50-yard line. That ball bounced about 12 yards forward from the fair catch.
And this is on the 50-yard line, but this would be the first time that the Indians do not start an offensive possession in Wildcat territory.
Well, they have actually marked it back to the original line of the 43 where he did the fair catch.
So even better if you're a Wildcat fan.
Yes.
That was a beautiful punt by Piper.
Was. And he just took his eye off of it, and when he tried to do the fair catch, he's like, "Oh, I didn't want to fair catch this because I got running lanes," and then just popped off his knee and went forward for about 7 or 8 yards. So it's going to be interesting to see now what the Indians do, if they're going to go to the ground and pound, or they've spread this offense out. It looks like they maybe Ibarra on the keeper up the middle.
And he'll pick up a gain of 8 yards. And I noticed something interesting over here, Nick. You have Hernandez, number 4, and number 6, Cameron Cook, whereas you had Grigsby over here on this side last half.
We got another player down for the Wildcats, so we got a small timeout on the field here. Seeing it's another cramp. You can tell by the way the trainer is working on that leg. Is that they're cramping up, and they just came out of halftime, so I'm finding it a bit difficult to believe that they're cramping up that soon after halftime.
Is it
It's a conditioning thing now, is what it is.
I was gonna say, is it what do you call it? Is it, I can't even think of the word right now.
Can't think of the word, but it's Antonio.
Convenient cramp.
Well, I mean, it could be a convenient cramp, but I don't look at it like that, because it wasn't a big play. Yes, they did get about 4 yards on it to bring up 2nd down and 6. 9:32 left to go in the third quarter, 30-0 lead for the Indians. Hands it off right up the middle. And that is number 8. That is Elvis Hernandez, and he is still going.
And Elvis Hernandez
he is
will
running
throw
the ball,
5.
and he is going all the way down to about the
4-yard line.
But we have a penalty flag that has just been thrown at the 50. So I'm guessing the little extracurricular activities may be called on number 5, Xander Castleberry.
And Coach Clay Baker is fuming on that side.
Because that negates a long, long run. So we'll see what the referee calls. He's picked up the flag, though. He dropped it at the 50. So we'll see what it is going to be. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct called on the Indians, and I guarantee you that was called on Castleberry because he was looking straight at Castleberry. That's when you need instant replay so we can actually see what he did to go from there.
Right.
But the ball is actually going to be spotted now. It's spotted at the 19-yard line, so it was a spot foul and then brought back is what it was.
Right. Single man in the backfield with Ibarra. Twins to the right. Ibarra hands the ball off up the middle. Gain of about 3-4 yards.
That's Hernandez again and brought down by number 15, Jacob Yoder. Picks up about 3.5, maybe 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
3-yard gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7. I let the PA announcer correct me. That's what they're there for.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yes, 3 yards in a cloud.
It is dusty out there as some people have made their exit on that dirt road leading into the stadium.
Yes. Like I said, when I drove, this was not an easy stadium to find.
It was not.
I have never been to Mount Enterprise, so that's part of my deal, is that I just plugged in Mount Enterprise and drove here from Waxahachie And a 2.5 hour drive, and then finding the football field was another adventure.
Two-man backfield in with Ibarra. Ibarra hands the ball up to number 8, Elvis Hernandez. Elvis Hernandez sheds a tackle, and he will take it into the end zone for another Carlisle Indians touchdown.
Wow, just straight up the middle. Good blocking, good man-to-man blocking up the middle by that offensive line. And just Hernandez, he broke tackles. They're trying to tackle him by the ankle and arm tackles again. You can't bring down a person like Hernandez like that. He is a solid load. So now we have Juan Martinez is going to attempt the point after, is if he can get a holder.
Martinez is looking to the sideline.
They're like, hey, guys, can I get a holder out here before, because you've got 7 seconds left.
He could have drop kicked it.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't seen that in a long time,
seen that
but
since
yeah.
Bill Belichick coaching the Patriots.
The extra point is good. So with 7:49 left to go in the third quarter, the score is now Indians 36, Wildcats 0.
And we will be back after these messages.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field, success behind the wheel takes discipline, focus, and safety. We train champions of the road. And here's the winning play. We're a TPST certified school. That means you test right here, in-house. No delay of games, no flags, just results. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Your season starts now. Get trained, get tested, and get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win. Call CDL Training Academy today at 903-646-4342.
Welcome back to BW Jackson Stadium here in Mount Enterprise, Texas. We got a third quarter score of 36 to 0. 37, my apologies. 37 to 0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. 7 minutes, 49 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Kickoff for the Indians bounces at around the 20 or 17-yard line. It's muffed, and they cover it up.
James Hooten on the return, and he just couldn't grab the handle. You know, Mount Enterprise is probably a little shocked about this game tonight because, you know, state semifinalists last year, yes, they did lose quarterback. They lost a running back that was just everything to them.
67 touchdowns in the season.
Yes, no kidding. You can't, it's hard to recover from a player that scores that much. It's just unbelievable that, you know, how good their offense was for him to score 67 touchdowns and have over, 13 games over 100 yards.
And again, trying to run up the middle, just unable to get anywhere, loss of about 3 yards.
The Indians are just clogging up that middle.
And I'm beginning to wonder if the jet sweep is not in the playbook.
I'm probably with you that it's not in the playbook.
Surely outside zone. I'm never one to question an offensive coordinator, but it just does not seem like they have an answer for the Indian defensive line.
Yeah, they don't, and it's kind of surprising that both teams do have a tight end, but they don't utilize their tight end to break up that in the middle.
Right.
I played tight. Whoa.
Oh, there was a jet sweep right there, but the Indian defense, number 55, that's Jaden Nardoza.
He's had a heck of a game tonight.
Just breaking it up, and they were trying, to their credit, they were trying to get it to the outside, just unable to break the edge.
But it comes down to now that your offensive line is not maintaining blocks. So now you're coming up with a third down to Jacksonville is what this, or third down to Rusk, maybe. It's a little closer.
Might as well be with how far it is.
But they're going backwards right now, and this is not what you want to see. You want to see your team try to make some positive plays here in the second half, and it's just not happening.
And with the high safeties that they have, I would like to see them throw it up to Caden Bryant. But they were trying to go to him.
They were trying to him, but he was double covered. Good coverage there by number 54, and that's Brandon Garza. We've got a lot of Garzas, and now he is down on the field. So that's what, you and I talked about earlier. You've got a big target in Caden Bryant. Try to use him.
Right.
But that is the wrong place to try to use him.
Yes, I would have liked to see him catch a ball over the middle.
Yeah, just to do what we call the old TED 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right over the middle, about 7 to 10 yards, right there in the middle, and then try to do something with it, see if he can run. But that outside, he's double covered out there, just not going to work.
Right.
So we're now coming up with 4th down.
Piper set to kick. Gets the ball off.
Nice high, but it is short.
And
he fumbled it again. Yes. That full moon got him, I think.
Got him.
And it's not even in his eyes, so I can't say anything that.
His eyes got really wide seeing how short that punt was, and he muffs it. Wildcats able to get something positive going for him here in the third quarter.
So they get the ball back at the 26-yard line. So let's see if they can make something happen now. Offense back on the field, and that's what you want to see. Maybe you try to wear down that big defensive line down a little bit and try to get something going positive.
Trips to the right, single receiver up top. Handoff going to the right side. Yeah. Just nothing going there.
Nobody is accounting for Castleberry right now. He is just crashing in from that outside position, and nobody's accounting for him. And he's just got a free shot straight to the running back. If that's pick up 1, so it brings up 2nd down and 9 with 5:40 left to go in the third quarter. We want to welcome everybody who's been listening to us. Glad you're tuned in to listen to us on the Northeast Texas Network.
Yeah, and tell us who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from. It's always interesting to see how far away people are watching.
Yes, if you're listening, let us know where you are, and we'll give you a shout-out.
Again, no gain on the play. Running off the clock, though.
Yes. I know there's a young lady listening right now that's right outside of Maypearl, Texas.
Hey,
Robin Jefferson. Yep. She's listening and told me a while ago that the lady who was doing the PA for the band sounded better than I did. Hey. She's going to take my job. But she also told us that we're doing very professional. So want to welcome anybody who is listening in. You will be able to catch us all year long following the Carlisle Indians.
Absolutely. We got someone rooting from Good Springs, Texas.
Where's Good Springs, Texas?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's always good to have listeners that, doing this as long as I have, I start finding cities that I've actually never heard of, that I've never been to. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. I believe it was called by the Wildcats. Yes, their first charge timeout of the half. So with 4:35 left to go in the game, the Indians are up big, 37-0 on the home opener for the Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
As they take a timeout, we are going to let our sponsors have a word here. They're our sponsors are the reason that we have free streaming to be able to bring these athletes to you.
There is no subscription price on this compared to other streaming centers. So
absolutely.
Catch us. We cover a ton of games throughout East Texas.
So here's a word from one of our sponsors.
Most personal finance apps just track and plan your budget. But what if your account could actually control the money? Meet Crew, the only high-yield checking account that tracks, controls, and automates your household finances with absolutely no subscription fees. Simply set your budget and automate your decisions. Crew automatically routes your funds so you stick to your plan effortlessly. It's built for your whole household. Spouses get shared pocket visibility, while kids get customized debit cards.
Welcome back. A botched play.
Oh, we got blindsided from behind.
My goodness. Bellegarde
just
getting
got
blindsided.
Nailed. Yes.
And peels himself up
and the
off
ball
the turf.
came loose, and the Indians have recovered.
Oh, no. Unfortunate turn of events for the Wildcats.
Nobody blocked that outside linebacker coming in, and he had a free shot to Bellegarde, and just, there's not a whole lot you can do in that situation.
Nick, you got some third quarter scores for us?
I am looking right now. Yes, most of these I'm seeing are fourth quarter score. The White Oak Roughnecks are losing to the Longview Spring Hill Panthers 23-14. Van up on center 30-0. Atlanta is beating Ashdown, Arkansas 21-0. Newton is losing to West Orange Stark. I remember when West Orange Stark was a huge power back in the 90s.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Newton being the team that dropped Troop out of the playoffs last year.
That's right.
Troop being, fumble on the play.
Incomplete pass is what they're going to call.
Okay.
Union
and cramp on the play, too.
Yep. Union Grove is beating Queen City 30-8. Caddo Mills is all over Wills Point 41-14. Frankston is blanking Winona 39-0. ARP is destroying Wascom 43-0. Big Sandy's beating Cumbie 35-6. Beckville is losing to Joaquin 29-8. Cushing is all over Cosanil 27-0. Got a barn burner here at Tatum. West Russ 29, Tatum 28.
Oh, okay.
Good ball game. Elkhart is beating the Grapeland Sandys.
That's a good game. That's a rivalry game.
That's 35-20. Maud is losing to Bogota Rivercrest Rebels 49-8. Gladewater all over Dangerfield 32-6. Elysian Fields is losing to Hawkins 21-7. Shelbyville Dragons are beating Sabine 21-0. Here's a good ball game. Groveton and Alto. Groveton leading 26-24 in the fourth quarter.
Hey, they came back.
They did come back.
Ibarra, nowhere to go with the ball. Things getting a little chippy out there between offensive and defensive line. Troop Tigers are also beating the Dieball Lumberjacks 34-7.
Wow. Bullard is all over Maybank 42-21. Jewett is losing to Trinity 27-19. Grossbeck all over Centerville 19-7. Longview is destroying Lufkin 38-0. So big scores there. Eustis beating Kemp 40-0.
Ibarra hand the ball off to Xander Castleberry. Castleberry able to get a gain of about 3, maybe 3.5.
Malakoff, a team that we will see soon, is beating Edgewood 35-0.
Okay. Edgewood just lost their quarterback to Troop.
Lindale is beating Hallsville. Hallsville was a good team last year.
Yes.
They've been a good team. They're getting beat by Lindale. Of course, Lindale is a really, really good 4A team.
Right.
31-0. Athens beating Nacogdoches 27-6. Rusk is beating Livingston 17-0. So lots of scores in halftime and in the third and fourth quarter. Canton beating Jacksonville 20-14.
Martinez kick up and no good.
No good.
Again, Carlisle unable to come up with points here in the Wildcat territory.
So everybody's playing this week. This is when you really want to get into your scores and try to do everything you can to get a win. Right now, Mount Enterprise is being on the short end of that stick.
Absolutely. And we'll stay right here as the Wildcats take the field, wasting no time here in the third quarter. We got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Score still 37-0.
So what you want to do in this situation now, especially if you're Carlisle, don't get any players hurt.
Right.
That's what you want to avoid, is getting the bad injury of losing a star player, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing some of them the substituting in and out, but you see a lot of their starters still in there.
Right.
Because this is kind of a signature game for them. Both 2A powerhouses that made it deep in the playoffs last year.
Right. Counter to the left side of the line and loss of 2 on the play.
They called him down, but he was actually never down. You got to give it to Otwell. He's trying.
And they're doing a lot of runs back toward, counters back towards the left, but just getting swallowed up. And the reason they're having to go to the left is because they go to the left, they get swallowed up. They go to the right, they get swallowed up. They go up the middle, they get swallowed up.
Yeah.
Just nothing going in the running game. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Finally,
positive play, yes.
But takes a pop at the end of that play by number 2. That's Braden Cook, who laid the wood down on.
He and Cameron Cook just laid the wood to Belgard.
And on the stop for
Bellegarde able to pick up a first down. That was a, excuse me, that was a speed option play.
Yes.
Bellegarde decided to keep it,
Yeah.
and he turns a first down.
He read the defensive end out here, number 8, Elvis Hernandez, and saw Hernandez stay wide and just took it up the middle.
Twins to the left, handoff up the middle. And there was daylight there for a millisecond.
Yeah. Otwell
and-
was trying that middle again.
And got a gain of a yard.
Yeah, brought down by number 55, Jaden Nardoza. He's been all over the field, and now we got another player down.
And that's what you don't want to see. It looks like it's another
cramp.
But
So,
and
you know,
again, just like you called earlier at the beginning of the game, the conditioning of these players, because they have not been in this heat until tonight,
Mm-hmm.
it's showing its effects and all the cramps that they're experiencing out there.
You can only do so much with water and Gatorade or what do they have. But, conditioning is the big part, especially playing in Texas heat.
Yes.
You played, I played, we know. I don't remember having all the cramps when I played that I'm seeing nowadays.
I don't either, but
of course, if our coach got mad at us, we would run 100-yard sprints in full pads.
Yes.
And he did that when he got mad at us. And so we had to do that quite a bit, unfortunately. But Wildcats looking to do something here. It's 2nd down and 9. So trying to something to get something on the board. There's Otwell
another
again.
positive play on offense.
Otwell gets about 4 or 5 yards on that.
And that is it might be too little too late, but that's been the type of chip away play that the Wildcats been trying to do all night, and it's just now at the end of the third quarter starting to pay dividends.
That's right. And it may be the defensive line is wearing down a little bit because they've been on the field a long time in this quarter. The offense scored quick, but that defensive line has been on the field for a long time. You can see hands on hips, and that's when you can tell that players are tired. They're sucking all that wind.
And that will take us into the fourth quarter as the clock winds down to 0, and that buzzer sounds the third quarter. We have a fourth quarter score here in Mount Enterprise, 37-0, as the Wildcats are making a drive and putting a drive together and having some positivity going on offense.
Yes, they are. They're going to try to do all they can to put something on the board to build on that. Carlisle comes in ranked very highly in 2A in the state. So you know what they were coming in as. They had a lot of returners coming back, both on offense and defense. So from a regional semifinal last year. So they brought back Mount Enterprise, lost a ton of talent on both sides of the ball. They returned 3 offensive starters and 2 defensive starters. And so trying to replace those kind of guys at this stage is difficult to do. It really is.
Absolutely.
So we get ready for the fourth quarter. 37-0, Carlisle Indians on top of the Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
And just like you said earlier, Carlisle's goal with a score as big as it is right now, their goal has to be to get out of this game without any major injuries.
That's right.
If Mount Enterprise scores 1, maybe 2 touchdowns, it's still a monumental victory for Carlisle. They impended their will over the Wildcats all night long.
Yeah. Even if Mount Enterprise scores, you like to think, well, that's a monumental score of getting touchdowns on the board and, trying to boost your spirits and everything else. But it doesn't always work that way.
Absolutely.
Because now you get into, like I said, the fourth quarter. He tried to run up the middle again, has lost a couple of yards. So it's kind of looking like, we want to put some points on the boards just to get some momentum going into next week. But unless they figure out a more imaginative way to run the ball or even throw the ball, it's going to be tough sledding for Mount Enterprise this year.
Absolutely.
They're picked 4th in their district, and they do take 4 teams to the playoffs. And now they're punting.
And the punt barely makes it away.
Yeah,
takes
be
a
safe.
takes a Wildcat bounce.
Braylon, you better not try to pick that one up. Just let it go. Let it go down, being down at the 34-yard line, where Carlisle will take over the ball right there with 11:04 left to go in the game. 37-0. Carlisle leading the Mount Enterprise Wildcats.
And we do want to take a moment to thank all of our sponsors that make tonight's broadcast available to everyone for free. Again, like Nick said earlier, no subscription required when you tune into NETSN, and that is because of our generous sponsors that make these broadcasts available for us to be able to highlight teams like Mount Enterprise and Carlisle and teams all over the East Texas area. And we hope that you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. So make sure that you go check out our sponsors, check out their businesses, and make their sponsorships worth it.
That's right, because you're getting a quality broadcast here, both audio and video.
And that's number 8. He's taking it to the house. A run up the middle will provide for another Carlisle Indians touchdown.
66 yards on that touchdown.
And that's number 8, Elvis Hernandez.
Yes, Elvis Hernandez. And that's just, I think right now is what you're looking at is Mount Enterprise just having they're defeated.
Yes, that's the dagger blow right there.
That's what that was right there, is he broke through the middle of your defensive line, and you just didn't have anything left to try to tackle him.
Yeah, nothing left in the tank. And Carlisle, they're still taking it into another gear.
The extra point is up, and it is no good. So with 10:49 left to go in the game, it is Carlisle 43, Mount Enterprise 0.
And don't go anywhere. We will be right back after a word from these sponsors.
Texas, it's football season. The lights, the crowds, the rivalries. Every Friday night is game day. But here at CDL Training Academy, when it comes to your future, every single day is game day. Just like on the field, success behind the wheel takes discipline, focus, and safety. We train champions of the road. And here's the winning play. We're a TPST certified school. That means you test right here, in-house. No delay of games, no flags, just results. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Your season starts now. Get trained, get tested, and get on the road with a career that pays like a championship win. Call CDL Training Academy today at 903-646-4342 or visit cdllearn.com. We play to win. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or find us online today. CDL Training Academy, go for the win.
Welcome back. Immediately, we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, delay a game again. So let's back up the kicking team.
Garza.
And see, that will drive a coach nuts. You've got a 43-0 lead, and you're committing mental errors of not getting on the field in time, things like that. That will drive a coach nuts.
Mount Enterprise late to move their team up, but Ivan Garza kicks it away, gives it a nice boot, fielded cleanly.
Oh,
good down
good shoestring tackle, yes.
And another cramp on the play. Two cramps. One on each team. The game of cramps.
It is that. It's a war of attrition right now. It's what it is. Who can stay healthier with all the cramps?
Nick, when you were playing, what was the go-to to keep you from getting cramps?
Salt tablets.
Salt tablets?
That's all it was.
All right, for me, it was mustard packets.
Mustard packets. Interesting.
Our athletic trainer would give all of the starters 2 mustard packets in the first half and the second half.
I have never heard that. Now, the only other thing that I tried was drinking pickle juice.
Pickle juice, they would actually mix pickle juice in with our Gatorade.
Oh.
And you think it sounds gross. Don't knock it till you try it.
Okay.
Purple Gatorade.
Okay. That's
Purple
where I was
Gatorade
going
with
next.
pickle juice. Don't knock it till you try it.
But see, back then, I played in the middle to late 70s. Gatorade wasn't a thing. Mm-hmm. So it was all water. And then they had these big, huge jugs of salt tablets. And that's what we did. But I don't ever remember the cramping situations of like we see today. Otwell up the middle again. Just no place to run for that young man. He is just running his heart out, but his offensive line is just not getting any holes for him to run. So you really got to feel for this team on what. And Monday they're going to go back to the drawing board completely.
Absolutely.
To figure out what are we going to do to make our offense click.
Who does Mount Enterprise play next week, Nick?
I do not know off the top of my head. I haven't seen.
Oh,
and a drop.
That's another mental error.
Yes, that was number 21, Adrian Boyer, who just hit him right in the hands. Worst place you can hit a receiver. Of course, he let it get it into his body. That's the problem. Catch it in your hands. Get your hands out front. My old receiver coach told me, if you can get a hand on it, you catch it.
Yep.
Do not let it get into your body.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's wearing my number that I wore in high school.
Oh no!
So
number 21.
Yeah, 21. Come on, you gotta make me look better out there,
Put some
kid.
respect on your name. We got twins to the near side. One man in the backfield. Motion and flag on the play. Delay of game on the offense.
Yes,
which at this point in the game, take as much time off the clock. That's probably what coach for Mount Enterprise is thinking right there.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 3rd and 15, though.
But so they keep going backwards, and now they're starting to run the clock is what they're going to do now. You'll see, unless it's a timeout or a penalty, this is going to be a free running clock.
Absolutely.
Because you want to get the game over with. You don't want any more injuries. Yes, the night is kind of cooling down. Let me see what the temperature is outside as of right now. It is
77?
I've got 86.
80, okay.
Yeah, 86 and fair.
Another flag on the play. False start on the offense.
But the heat index is still 90 degrees. Ooh. So that says a lot right there because you're still dealing with that.
August football right there.
It is. My alma mater tonight is playing their rivalries from 11 miles away, Ennis, Waxahachie.
Yep.
The Battle of 287, and right now Waxahachie is winning 51-7 in Ennis. So I have a long-running bet with a friend of mine who lives in Ennis. We never collect, but I think I'm a little bit ahead on him now.
Oh, man.
The past few years, yeah. And this is a bet that started with one of his friends and my dad back in the 50s. Ooh. So this how long this bet has been going on since the probably late 50s.
Okay. So Waxahachie has a commanding lead, huh?
Yes, they do. They according to Dave Campbell, they're the number 1 ranked team. That punt is partially blocked. He got a hand on that, and he's going to be downed at the 35-yard line. But yeah, so
not only, Nick, do we have high school football starting this week, we also have some college football coming up tomorrow. North Carolina travels to TCU.
I'm anxious to see what the Horned Frogs can do. They got a transfer quarterback in, so I'm anxious to see what they can do with that team.
And Bill Belichick's second year for North Carolina.
From what I've heard, they're looking to get Belichick out of there.
It was an experiment that didn't quite go the way they thought it would.
It has not gone the way. His girlfriend has made a lot of problems for that organization and that proud team. So, it is what it is. But Belichick his game is passed by, especially in college.
Right.
Castleberry on the carry, still running. Out to about the 27-yard line, going to bring up about 2nd down and 3.
Yep. You see a lot of hands on the hips on the Wildcat side of the ball.
Yeah, this is where the conditioning gets through. Now, if you're lucky, and the larger schools do have indoor practice facilities, but it's air conditioned.
Right.
You're still not getting the conditioning that you need to deal with the Texas heat, especially in August.
Right.
Because I got news for you. These teams that come in from out of state do not know how to deal with this heat.
Castleberry on the counter picks up the first down, and he is dragged down at about the 13-yard line.
We got another cramp on the field. But that's what you're seeing nowadays, And I'm seeing a lot of it where kids play sports year-round.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, baseball, basketball, volleyball, not football, though.
But they have spring practice.
But they
football.
have spring practice. They have summer practice. And I just don't think they condition themselves well like we did when we played.
Right.
I just think there's a bit of a difference. There's so many more distractions now that players can do compared to when I played. We didn't have everything that goes on. We were outside all the time. I grew up in the heat. I mean, in the summer of 1980, which is for Texas one of the worst summers. 38 days of 100-degree temperature.
Oh my goodness!
And so
I thought we had it bad with the 13 or 14 that we just had.
Yeah. So I played baseball during that summer in 1980, and I played in Oklahoma one night at 6 o'clock at night. It was still 106 degrees.
Oh my goodness!
So after I threw 5 innings, heat exhaustion finally got me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not because I wasn't in shape. But nowadays we're seeing so many more cramps happening with high school players that part of it is they're not warming up properly before the game. They're not stretching properly to get those out. You watch Dak Prescott warm up before a game.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know how he does what he does.
We got
bad snap. Yes.
Ibarra just falls on it.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can. Oh, now
and
here comes a penalty.
And that'll be a 15-yard penalty right there.
That's just dumb play right there. Now he is going to help him up, but that's not thinking. That's Case Piper just not thinking. And once he goes down, he's down.
And what ground they just lost with the bad snap, they just gained right back with the penalty.
That's exactly right. So that's the teaching moment, and that's what the coach is doing right now. He's bringing him off the field, teaching moment. Now, what he's saying to him, I don't know. I know what my coach would say to me, but, he'd asked me.
Probably can't repeat it on air.
Yeah, he had asked me where my head was and said to need to dig it out, is exactly what my coach would have said to me. But still, that's just, heat of the game. You're being embarrassed in front of your home crowd. You just want to try to do everything. The referee's actually going to start the clock now. So with 6:55 left to go in the game, 43-0 Carlisle. Carlisle just wants to get out of this game, head home, enjoy this victory, watch the tape tomorrow to see what they did, what they can improve on going next week, because we will see Carlisle quite a bit.
And physical tackle there by the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, number 70, that is Sonny Whitaker. Good solid tackle, no gain on the play. So you got to give the Wildcats credit. They're still playing hard. Offensively, they just can't solve the Indians' defense.
Right.
Because every kid out there will play as hard as he can and just do whatever he can, because you'll go home after this game, take a shower, get the stench of a loss off of you. And that's true. You have to have short-minded and forget it.
And as my coach used to say, that's and then a late shove right after the refs didn't really see it. But that'll bring another Carlisle, and we got a whistle. Are they bringing it back?
Do we have a penalty flag someplace I didn't see?
I did not either.
Having a discussion out there, but they're marking it off. Oh, holding.
Holding, yep.
That's how he got outside. You're really exactly right.
But Going back to what I was saying, my coach used to say you have to hate losing more than you love winning.
True. Yes.
And so let this be a teaching moment. If you're a Mount Enterprise Wildcat, learn from it, come back next week, and get better next week.
Yeah. See, now, if it was me coaching the Wildcats tomorrow, of course, the coaches will watch the film. I give the boys the day off tomorrow. I said, we're not going to watch this film. We all know what happened.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to put this film behind us and start next week to seeing what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But and to me, this is always the worst film you can watch.
Right.
Is one that you're being shut out, opening game, you're home fans, and let's just swallow this, go on from here. You played a tough Carlisle team. They just had the better of you tonight. So it's all going to depend on how the Mount Enterprise coaching staff handles this going forward.
With a holding call, that'll be second and about 14 to go. Can Mount Enterprise hold the Indians here in the fourth quarter? 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, the clock running.
Yeah, pride-wise, you want to hold them right here. You don't want to give up anything else.
Stretch play to the left side of the field. And they will pick up the first down at about the 4, maybe 3-yard line.
That's Jose.
No, sorry.
Yep. Jose Hernandez on the carry. He's the one that scored the touchdown a while ago that was called back. So, but, this is – you just want to try to keep them out of the end zone. But, the way that the Indians are running the ball right now, it's going to be difficult to do. Because you can see all the defensive players, hands on the hips. They're disgusted right now. They're tired. They just want to get this game over with and go home.
Absolutely. And here's a shocking score for you. Pleasant Grove, 28. Kilgore, 0.
Wow, that is shocking.
Kilgore was supposed to run the table in that District of Doom.
Yes.
As the Carlisle Indians punch another one in for an Indian touchdown.
Yeah, that District of Doom there and the District of Doom that with Duncanville, Waxahachie, North Crowley, those are two districts nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to play either one of those districts. And, you saw the last year with DeSoto, and now they've dropped down to 5A.
Right.
And they're basically just unbeatable right now. DeSoto has got a program that is just unbeatable. I think Duncanville has taken a step back, really. They still have great athletes, but I think they've taken a step back.
Right. And tonight you have the Allen Eagles. Is it against DeSoto?
I think so. The point after is good, so that makes the score 50-0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. So what you do, they're talking to the referee right now, and they're just saying, okay, let's get the ball. Let's just keep the clock running unless we need a timeout or somebody's hurt, because you just want to get this game over with.
Right.
Is what you want to do. You want to get back into the locker room and just go home and forget about this. Try to get sleep tonight. Most players probably won't, but I know I never could after a game like this.
Yeah, and tell your players don't cramp up.
Yeah, tell your players don't cramp up. Salt tablets, whatever you need to do to, but we knew this was going to happen. We talked about it before the game started. Was we were going to see cramping going on, unfortunately.
Four minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. 50-0. Carlisle Indians running the table tonight.
Yeah. And,
doing whatever they want to do with the ball.
Right. My Waxahachie Indians are now up 65-7.
Oh, okay.
That's probably going to be one of the worst losses in the history of that rivalry.
Fair catch called. Garza and the Indians not doing a fake kickoff that time. They just straight up kicking it.
Just kick it off and
Did
try
a
to get this
pooch
thing going. Yes.
Pooch kick.
Pooch kick right there just to get before Brandon Garza out there.
And I noticed that the last series on offense, too, you didn't see the normal people out there, which is probably why they didn't score near as fast. Scored nonetheless. Trips to the left-hand side. Bellegarde, one man in the backfield with him.
And I'm going to ask you a question here after this play.
All right. Handoff to the right-hand side. Able to pick up a first down right there.
That's Otwell.
Pick up of 11 right there for Otwell.
Otwell, hard running right there. He deserved that. But you're running trips, and then you put a man in motion. If you've got trips, if you think that you're going to psych out the defense by running the ball, you've got the advantage down here with the trips already. Why not try to throw it to them? I do not understand the offensive philosophy of having trips out here and keep trying to run it up the middle.
You do have a numbers advantage. It's 3-on-3, which typically a 3-on-3 matchup, you do want to pass to that side of the field.
Yes. Otwell on the carry again, tackled at about the 42-yard line. Actually lost a yard on the play. He's going to bring up second down 11. About 3 minutes left to go in this game. They're just letting the clock run.
But going back to your question, the practical answer is you can't throw the ball. You've gotten pressure in your face as soon as you got in the snap. So you don't have any time to really, unless you're throwing a 5-yard hitch or a 2-yard slant.
That's what I would do in those kind of situations. Just throw the quick slants, the quick outs, just to try to break up that defense and make them think about what they're doing. Do I really need to rush this hard? Because those 5-yard and 7-yard passes, they add up.
And they've been open.
Yes, they have been open.
They've either just been broken up by the defensive end, drop passes.
Yeah, they've had 5 drop passes that I know of off the top of my head. And so that's it. And like I said, I'm still kind of wondering, you've got number 80, Caden Bryant, big target. Use him in the middle.
And speed option to the right.
Interesting. That was a little shovel pass is what that was.
They're lucky they were behind the line of scrimmage because it was forward.
It was.
So Bellegarde gets some passing yards to his credit, but that was a speed option play.
And Otwell is down now with a cramp.
And that will stop the clock.
Yes. Well, that's a 2-minute timeout anyway.
We're going to warn you that the 2-minute timeout has started, Nick.
Yes, it has. Got to get used to that all over again.
And we do have a player down on the field and the 2-minute timeout, and so we are going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back to finish up this game here after these messages.
East Texas high school sports bring communities together. NETSN brings the action to every screen. Partner with NETSN and put your business out in front of viewers across Texas and around the country. Your sponsorship supports local high school athletes and helps families watch from wherever life takes them. And when the game ends, the broadcast stays on YouTube, keeping your brand in view for every replay. We have over 10,000 subscribers to our YouTube channel to get notified as soon as we go live and get their business out in front of thousands of people on each stream. Beyond the game, your support provides real-world experience for student broadcasters and creates a lasting record for collegiate recruiting. Join the mission. Visit netsn.live/new-sponsor to help keep high school sports connected. Or email us at sales@netsn.live. Together, we are the voice of East Texas high school sports.
Welcome back to NETSN. We got a fourth quarter score, 50-0 in favor of the Carlisle Indians. I'm Travis Johnson alongside Nick Jordan. 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats in Indian territory. Quarterback scramble to the left-hand side. Loss of 3 yards.
Brought down by Xavier Espinoza. What he's doing is he is circling out too deep is what he's doing, and he's giving – they don't respect him throwing the ball.
Right.
So those safeties are just going to key in on him and rush him because they know he's probably not going to throw the ball. He's going to probably try to run it, and there's nothing out there.
Absolutely. Tight end, 2 wide receivers to the right-hand side.
Let's hand it off to the big boy, number 50, Sean Lloyd.
Big boy bumbling, stumbling, mumbling.
Really? Getting some positive yards out there.
And you got to give it to these cheerleaders, this band.
Yes.
They've been doing everything
Yeah.
they can to keep this crowd in the game this whole game.
Yeah, they don't get enough credit. You know, the football players always get the credit for the games and everything, but these kids that are cheerleaders, drill team, band, whatever, they deserve a lot of credit because they work out a lot too.
100%. And tackled in the backfield by number 55.
Yes.
We've said his name and number quite a bit of
Jaden
times.
Nardoza, yes. But yeah, I tell you what, having grandchildren that are in the band, and what they end up starting earlier than the football players, and you know they're out marching in the heat,
right?
Too. So this game is going to be over with. We got 10 seconds left with this clock run off. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the ball game.
That'll do it.
Your final score: Carlisle Indians 50, Mount Enterprise Wildcats 0.
Dominant performance by the Indians.
Yes.
A little bit less than what we thought for the Mount Enterprise Wildcats. Nick, final thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, it was a dominating victory all the way for Carlisle. They started early and continued to do what they just had their dominance on display against Mount Enterprise, and Mount Enterprise just didn't have a game plan ready to be able to handle a Carlisle team like this.
Right. And in the words of, I don't remember who it was, they are who they thought they were.
Yes. Yeah, exactly
Carlisle
right.
is who they think they are.
Yes. They brought back a lot of talent from last year, and so they will build on this. Mount Enterprise is going to look at this as a growing obstacle, try to build on it for next week and see what they can put together.
Absolutely, and something that gives your future hope for your program. Towards the end of the game, put in some second strings, some people that don't necessarily get as much playing time. This Carlisle offense and defense, they have a lot of upperclassmen, a lot of experience, but then you put in some people that don't have that experience. This is a great opportunity to do that, and they did very well at doing it. And so it gives you hope that next year is maybe not going to be as big of a drop-off as it might look on paper.
Because we all know these games, preseason games, don't mean a whole lot. They don't mean a whole lot. It's district games, so you want to prepare yourself for district coming up, and then try to have all your momentum going into district to get in the playoffs, be in that top 4 spot, and that's what Mount Enterprise is predicted to finish 4th in their district. They've got a tough district, and Carlisle is picked to win their district with a tough district they have to go through as well.
Absolutely. And so on behalf of NetSN, we got Ron Owens up on camera. I'm Travis Johnson alongside Nick Jordan. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all our sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. We will see you again on NetSN next Friday. Thanks for watching.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.